une fois. Ça, ce n'est pas possible.
I mean, bro, your goal is to change the world, no?
Oui,
Okay,
oui,
step
bien
by
sûr,
step.
mais non, mais aussi l'individuel, aussi, les deux.
Ouais, mais
Oui,
okay, mais for that, c'est comme regarde, you smoke cigarette or not?
no,
Okay,
I don't smoke.
imagine you smoke cigarette. Okay,
Yes,
smoke
yeah.
5 cigarette and 4 cigarette and 3 cigarette and
Yeah. La
stop
principale,
cigarette.
c'est important. Yeah, oui, bien sûr. Mais la principale, c'est important. I have told you already. The principle is important. It is possible to stop immediately. It is possible.
En fait,
So
bro,
let me tell you. Let me
you
ask
want
you
to
this
do
one.
that too quickly. You
No,
understand? You want to
yeah,
do
hold on.
that
Wait,
too
what? Let me.
quickly.
Je peux te présenter un scénario hypothétique. Okay? So,
Yes.
if you, si tu es allergique de tous des produits animaux, what
Yes.
will you do? If you are allergic aujourd'hui, if you are allergic today to animals, to meat, eggs, milk, what will you do? C'est possible pour toi?
Deux.
Can you find solutions? C'est possible pour toi chercher la solution?
Deux.
Ça, oui. Et pourquoi c'est une situation urgente? Pourquoi? Oui. And the same, and do you understand this hypothetical? Do you understand? No. Yeah, if you are allergic
Okay,
aujourd'hui,
I understand.
yeah, si tu es allergique aujourd'hui,
Ouais.
yeah, oh my gosh, no, I'm speaking German. Sorry. Would you find a solution? Yeah, would you find a solution?
Okay.
So you can. And le problème, c'est exploiter les animaux, ce n'est pas urgent pour toi. Pourquoi tu n'es pas la victime? Mais quand tu as allergique des animaux, tu as le victime. Ça, c'est le problème. Quand tu as le victime, you will find solution. Do you understand this? Yes.
What is victim for you?
Être en une situation de désavantage.
Yes.
Yes, that is victim. Ça, c'est, yeah, that is a victim. So if you are allergic, aujourd'hui, if you are today allergic, you will find for a solution. Pour une solution.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
Yes. Mais il y a une autre différence. Quand if you smoke cigarettes, this is your choice. Une option personnelle. But if you buy animals, this is not personnel. Pourquoi tu, how do you say, you are violent to others, right? You are violent to others.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, ça se tient.
Okay, parfait. It's very difficult, this conversation, I have to admit. It's very difficult. My brain.
I understand.
Yeah, but it was a good conversation. You should try to think about what I've said today. But you told me it is possible to go vegan today. if you are the victim, if you are allergic, you would find a solution. Donc,
Yes,
il y a une solution. C'est seulement psychologique.
Oh, now you're
psychologique.
gonna be able to hear me.
Seulement
Shit.
psychologique.
I know what happened.
Physiquement, c'est possible. Physiquement, c'est possible.
Shit. It's
Seulement, le
okay. I've only been
principal.
doing this for like
psychologique
3
and
years.
education.
Why would I know how things
Yes,
work?
oui. Et ça, c'est la raison pourquoi nous
I was just taking a
sommes
piece out
ici.
of Val.
We are here to support you. Nous sommes aussi...
Mais en fait,
Yeah.
Yeah, pro
look,
streamer.
imagine all society
Pro
is
trainer.
vegan. Imagine. The life
Yes.
is easy
Pro
because
pasta strainer.
organization, restaurant,
Mm.
all vegan.
Yeah.
In the world,
Encore une
society
fois,
don't vegan.
non. Ça, non.
Excuse.
Ce n'est pas un bon argument. C'est seulement une excuse. You play victim.
Ah, c'est ce que je veux te dire et que je te dis en français. Il y aurait beaucoup plus de gens véganes
Yeah.
si le monde était fait pour être
Oh, there
vegan.
you go. Not the entire
Oui,
world not
c'est
gonna
plus
go
facile.
vegan.
Regarde,
Therefore, why
manger-
should I?
Oui,
Manger
I
vegan, c'est
understand.
dur.
Ça
Mais
va?
manger vegan, trouver tous les vitamines, les protéines, c'est dur. Il
Oui.
se demande education
Oui.
for it because I
Oui.
need
Yes.
protéines, etc.
Oui, yes, I understand, absolutely. And nous pouvons educate you, we can educate you. Oui, regarde le stream de VPN.
Ok.
Yeah. Il y a une présentation.
Are you gonna translate, Val? Because I don't think they're gonna understand me speaking.
Yeah, maybe speak a bit slower. That could also help. And if I will try to then maybe mediate if necessary.
Okay, I'll
A little
go.
bit. My French is also perfect.
Yeah, I've been taking a piece out of it in my chat. So, Coop,
Mm.
animal protein animal is the same as plant protein. Both good. Okay?
Okay.
We have studies saying both good. You take animal protein, you grow muscle. You take plant protein, you also grow muscle. Both very, very good. Okay?
Okay.
I can give you this link and you can check it out later in the
Okay,
chat.
You can also use ChatGPT. It's also good. You can ask ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Oui, c'est une bonne source. Oui, yeah, c'est bon aussi. Oui. You can ask ChatGPT, give me some recipes avec protéines, par exemple.
Yes.
Oui.
Okay. Nice.
Ok. Mais maintenant, tu comprends la responsabilité?
Je comprends, mais
Yeah,
it's
speak
hard for
slowly,
me,
maybe
c'est
Oui,
dur
oui.
pour moi
Yeah.
de
But-
m'imaginer arrêter de manger de la viande.
I
Yes,
should
but
be meeting.
you have to ask une question. C'est difficile.
This is what
pour
we're doing
toi,
today,
mais-
guys. This is what we're doing today.
mais,
Même le
pour les
poisson,
animaux.
regarde, le poisson.
Oui.
What's up,
For
David?
me,
Oui.
the fish is it eats. Tu vois ce que je veux dire? Tu manges pas de poisson.
Oui, le poisson aussi sont sentimental. Oui,
Yes.
oui.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to ask one question. for you, it is hard, but what is it about the animal? The animal is much harder. C'est plus difficile pour les animaux.
Okay, okay. Well,
Plus animaux.
I understand.
Because,
Yeah.
because you have a choice, the animals have no choice.
Oh, I would love to talk to you, Laksha.
Yes,
see?
understand.
Sounds like an interesting
That is-
conversation,
yes.
man.
Mais,
And if,
for me,
if you smoke, yeah.
One that I totally didn't
Yeah.
have like 20 times a day.
Attends, look.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
We
okay.
always doing soy fit, Stone. We start with English Hub and then we go to soy
It
fit.
would be easy.
Because we want to have like our own little discussions.
If everyone vegan,
Oui, I agree.
because le sentiment, I can think that I am doing this for nothing. You understand?
Pourquoi il n'y a pas la conséquence
I've pinned it, VG.
faisable? How do you say? Il y a,
Fuck
il y a
knows,
pas
Val.
une impact direct.
This is...
Because in supermarket, animal is die. C'est comme,
Yeah.
regarde, tu comprends
but
quand je te parle là, ou pas?
Radical vegetarian is there.
C'est comme,
I
regarde,
understand.
tu vois, quand t'étais petit, les parents, ils disaient, finis ton assiette. Finish your assiette. You understand? Parce qu'il y a des gens qui meurent de faim.
What's up, Falad?
So you're saying because the animal is dead already.
En fait, yes, in supermarket, the animal is die.
Oui.
Is die.
Yes, but they have to substituer le produit que tu,
Mike is
que
busted.
tu
Well,
as
you can use...
acheté.
Laksha, you can use your phone. Everybody has a phone, I think, these days.
No?
Okay, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you buy animals, right? They have to replace it.
Okay.
Yes, and they will kill more animals dans la future. Pour toi.
Ouais. Yes.
Oui, ça c'est le problème.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Tu envoyais une message,
I don't speak French, by the way.
un signal.
It's just very similar to English.
In the chat.
That's why I know like a few
No.
words.
You send a signal to these people. It's very. I need a French person. Shit.
No, mais
You're doing great, by the way, Val. You're doing great.
I
But
Yeah,
understand. I understand. I understand.
Yeah. So I mean, I spent. I learned French for 3 years, but it's very, very
Same
rusty.
tone.
So.
well, it's a really
Yeah, so
hard
you
language.
sent
though.
a message
tried.
to these people who kill animals. You sent a message with your money. Avec l'argent.
Yes.
I'm watching on the
yeah,
phone,
I
but
understand.
trust me, you won't be able to understand me
complice,
on the phone, Mike.
because
Oui,
Not
yes,
English.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
well, that's
Continue.
fine.
Yeah,
You don't have to,
exactement,
it's fine.
Exactement.
You can go
Oui.
into this
And
server, I don't
these
know.
companies, they
To
have
learn
to
English.
substituer la viande, la lèche,
It's an English
les
hub.
œufs pour
It's-
toi dans la future.
It's a server
Pourquoi?
usually speaking in English. 'Cause that's what the server is for.
C'est la compétition
What are we doing?
du market. La compétition, l'argent. Do you understand?
Yeah, I
Yes,
used to-
I understand.
Yes.
I used to speak a little bit of Portuguese, but I forgot about it all. And I used to speak a little bit. I used to understand quite a lot of Spanish and speak not so much, but I forgot almost all of it.
Yes.
Pour la lèche, pour la viande, pour la poisson, etc., etc.
Etc., etc.,
Okay. I understand, my friend.
Ok.
etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
Non,
Donc,
je vais devoir y aller.
oui, en seconde. Finalement, nous avons une page
Yes.
qui it can help you pour la transition.
Okay, send me.
Sure, Laksha, I just want to explain to you that, like, your claim was that we need meat to get the same nutrition from vegan food. One must be rich. What are you basing this on? What's the evidence for those claims? Like, how did you get to that conclusion? You know what I mean?
No, it's not in the side chat. Sorry. Give me one moment.
Oh, Vijay, it's
Ah,
the same
okay,
shit.
Challenge
I've
22.
put it there, Val.
You missed nothing.
Yeah, so it's called Challenge 22
Okay.
Challenge
pour
22.
trois.
Du-
How do
du-
you say? Pour trois semaines, you will get bored. Pour changer
Du.
les habitudes.
Okay, okay.
I'm just taking
Oui.
a piece now.
C'est
I
une bonne
shouldn't
option.
be doing
Et il
this.
y a aussi
It's just funny.
how do you say, le Z avec le nutrition, avec du
And by the way, the thing is funny is not like Val's French. It's very impressive actually when somebody speaks like multiple languages. What's funny is that this is the lengths that we go to. That's the thing that is funny to me.
le Z professionnel aussi. Oui.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
calm down.
Yes.
And they will speak to you in French.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
will-
probably
I
have
will
some
look
French
at that.
RDs there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, my friend.
Wait, how does daily life experience exactly can provide you with that information? We've checked out Indian replacements before, and in India, right? And lentils cost nothing. And lentils are a good replacement for the protein that you can get both from meat and milk. Like, surely in India, of all places, meat is incredibly expensive. What do you mean vegetarian? Most people in India are vegetarian. Like, isn't it like, I don't know, 60, 70% of people in India are vegetarian? You think all the vegetarians in India are upper middle class? Laksha, that's the thing that confuses me because, yeah, sure, some products could be more expensive, but for instance, soy paneer costs less than dairy paneer in India. Tofu costs a little more than I don't know, but surely it doesn't cost more than meat. And lentils are dirt cheap. Chickpeas are dirt cheap, and you can get all those like protein from all of those things. We will only eat when we leave. Lentils cause bloating. No, not if you cook them properly and wash them before. No, they don't. They aren't a lean source and not very bioavailable. What are you basing bioavailability on? What is going on, Lakshya? Surely, if it's from your life experience, as you made the claim earlier, you can't extract bioavailability from life experience. So you must be getting those things from somewhere. 500 rupees a kilo is very little. Meat costs 240 a kilo? Are you joking me? What part of India are you in? What meat is it? Is it buffalo meat? Is it Kara beef? I know it varies greatly in India. It's just showing exports. Exporters. It's just showing exports. Why isn't it showing local price? I'm a clinical pharmacist, so you can afford being on a plant-based diet if you're a clinical pharmacist. Can I search it up about bioavailability of lentils? Yeah, I can. I actually have an entire site on bioavailability of these foods. And generally speaking, there's no difference in absorption when you look at human health outcomes. You're talking about chicken meat. You're not an NCR. What's an NCI? Is that some kind of a slur? So the bioavailability claim comes from mechanistic speculation in rodent animals. It has nothing to do with actual reality of being a human and eating protein, right? I don't lack protein, right? I have muscle, building muscle. Oh, the light is very like flattening, but we're all talking about old people, not just clinical pharmacists. No, I'm talking about you. I want you to go vegan. I don't care at this specific moment to talk about all people. At this moment, I'm talking about you. So you can afford to go vegan. You can afford the vegan protein. Right? Omnivorous and vegan diets can support comparable rested and exercise daily myoreps or myops. I don't remember what it is. It says here. In healthy young adults consuming a high protein diet. So there is no difference between the two. So easy to be vegan, true? What are you talking about? Clinical tests on rodents and pigs are valid source of information. Not when we have superior human health outcome data. Laksha, right? We have the hierarchy of evidence for a reason. If you have an RCT, something that isn't even on the hierarchy of evidence, preclinical trials are meaningless. What are you talking about? We have actual RCTs, human health outcomes. We should go based on those and not based on rodents. Yeah, true. 9%, Tone. Can you send me where you got that? I would like to add that to my site. Like Laksha, I don't even know. Lentils are proven to cause bloating if eaten to meet the daily protein goal and are less. Sorry, what's the evidence for that? Please get into my Discord so that you can send me a link to show me the evidence for this, and we can talk about it together. You don't have to like voice talk, but please send me the evidence for it. The link is up there. You can get into the Discord and you can ping me in there. What's the evidence for that shit? Holy shit. People are just saying stuff. You're supposed to be, well, first degree is kind of, Mechanistic data is low in the hierarchy of evidence, correct? I mean, it's kind of not here at all because it's preclinical. Then show me the data on humans. There you go. Sure thing. There you go. You can get this lecture. So I've collected a few examples here. This is the best thing, right? They have all 9 essential amino acids, right? We know that from food. And then when you just feed people enough protein, and no, you don't have to get all that protein just from lentils. And also, you know, if lentils cause bloating, you might not be cooking them properly. Not gonna lie. There you go. See those reports. Vegansociety.com. I'll check it out. I don't know. Do they show... well, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Thank you, Tone. I appreciate it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm an Indian, know how to cook lentils. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to prove that if you're saying there's you have lentils. Are you washing the lentils before? But also just go to a different bean or to a different legume. Chickpeas are also dirt cheap. And especially if you make them into hummus, if you're still getting bloating, something is wrong with you, and you should check that out, mate. For real, go to a doctor. I cook in a pressure cooker. Are you washing them though? Why people are so not willing to answer direct questions? Do you wash the lentils? And by the way, pressure cooker is so traditional Indian. Come on, mate. I'm an Indian, I know how to cook lentils. Come on, mate. Buster Grimes, should I give you some of my attention? Would you like some of my attention? I'm not sure. Well, Ulf J, to be fair, in India, they're probably not going to have about half of those. But that's okay. I know so many vegan Indians that it's ridiculous to make the claim at this point. Yeah, you're not answering directly because I asked if you wash the lentils before you cook them. What are the new ways to cook properly lentils? What does that even mean? You just wash them and cook them. Preferably into a mush, because then that's delicious. Microbiome changes over time, that's 100% correct. But also it just could be something wrong. I had a reaction to lentils in the past. There was something really wrong with my ability to, with my colon. When I quit drinking and I quit giving my colon 1.5 to 2 liters of beer every single day, it started rebelling because all of a sudden there were missing bacteria in there. It's just hanging out. That's okay. I'm in a hospital? Oh my God. I hope you're okay, Caleb. I hope you be okay. All right, let's go back a little bit. Oh, it's just quiet in there. Guys, if anybody wants to say something, if anybody wants to have a conversation about it, let's go. I'm here to debunk things. So, protein, for instance. Totally debunked at this point. The data that we collected on rodents doesn't pan out in humans. It just happens to be that when you eat enough protein, you can get the same gains as with animal foods. It constantly happens like that, by the way, Laksha. So I don't know why you're so surprised. If you are, I think you said pharmacological, pharmaceutical, pharmacological. I don't even know why you would be surprised. Only 5% of trials in rodents and pigs go on to be safe and efficacious, is it? In humans. So once you have outcomes in humans, you should prioritize those, mate. Let me just bring down the light a little. Oh, much better. That feels nice. Discord link. Can people not see the pinned one? I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's very quiet in there. In Discord as well. A recent study from University of Saskatchewan has shown that preparing legumes using radio frequency heating can make them easier to digest. Sure. This method is especially relevant for commercial. Well, whom was it tested on, humans or rodents? If it's tested on rodents, it's basically useless until it was tested on humans. Sorry to say, guys, that's just how it works. The rodent studies are not designed to prove efficacy. The link is unclickable for me. I guess I can put, give me a sec, I'll do it. Give me a sec. There you go. You can click that. You can scan that. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Dave, is there nothing happening in the... Or have I got disconnected or something? Is it quiet in the English hub? No, it's quiet, okay. I have a constant... Because once I just got like kind of, I don't know, like disconnected or something like that, and there was an entire conversation happening and I wasn't listening to it. I couldn't hear it, I mean. So it's kind of weird. That should work on the services. Yeah, that one is definitely not clickable, Tone.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
Oh, thank you, Tone. Going for the save. Adding some music. Ooh. Can we put on Tone? Can I put on your song? Soy Daddy. Can I put it on?
Yeah, sure, if you're available.
It's funny that you're answering me from there. All right. I think where is it? Promote yourself, promote yourself. Okay. Where are we? I don't know what my own Discord server what it looks like, where things are. Creator support, it's probably there. Promote yourself.
Welcome, Mustafa.
Hello, guys.
The more I know, the more I realize how ignorant I am.
Not a boy no more. Not a boy no more. I'm not a soy boy, I'm a soy daddy. Fed me up, grew me strong, soy daddy. I'm not a soy boy, I'm a soy daddy. Baseline heavy, call me soy daddy. Mother's milk, I grew up. Plant-based fuel, fill my cup. Strong in the heart, strong in the mind. Soy in the system, truth aligned. I'm not a soy boy, I'm a soy daddy. Fed me up, grew me strong, soy daddy. Defend the innocent. Daddy protects the animals, not abuses them. Roots run deep, yeah, I choose for them. Life's not prey, I defend, I rise. See compassion burning in my eyes. Soy daddy, soy daddy, soy daddy. Bass hits hard, call me soy daddy. Defend the innocent. Phytoestrogens, you can't tell. Science beats myths, ring the bell.
So good.
Legends fade, but the truth stays clean. Soy power rising on the scene. Daddy, not a boy, but the daddy. Protect the weak, like a soy daddy. I'm not a soy boy, I'm a soy daddy. Fed me up, grew me strong, soy daddy. Defend the innocent, protect the weak. Baseline heavy, I'm your soy daddy. Not a boy no more. Not a boy no more.
Fantastic job, Tone. Holy shit. Fantastic job.
Not
So you stand with not killing animals.
Yeah, so when we say exploitation, right, when we use the word exploitation, we not just mean killing, we mean all sorts of abuse and exploitation. It's not just killing. So, for example, if you are vegan, it means that you cannot eat meat, no eggs, no fish, no milk, but also it has also other entailments or other how do you say, it will have an effect on other areas as well. So
I don't think I can play stuff that can be like demonetize this stream or like cut it out. Tone gave me permission to play that music.
yeah, exactly. So and we also don't go hunting, we don't go fishing, we don't wear leather shoes, because all of these things, they exploit animals. So when we use...
I didn't show you a lentil study. Buster was talking about the lentil study. I showed you human health outcome in eating plant proteins. So I think this one is without like protein powder compensation, right? And by the way, when they do the protein powder compensations, they do it like for both omnivorous and vegan groups. So, you know.
Exploit other animals
The methodology
if it's
is
not
good.
necessary.
honestly, like what I say. I say that animals is important for our date. So I don't agree with you.
But well, okay, I can maybe agree, right? But the thing is this: do you think as a vegan you can be healthy and strong?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
There you go.
Okay. So if you can also be healthy and strong as a vegan, why would you then exploit and kill animals?
Fair question.
Yeah, that's point of view, yeah.
Love it when they agree and don't cope about it.
Because we are also like a lot of people in this room, they're also vegan, and we have been vegan for a very long time. So I've been vegan for 6 years. Dister, I think close to 10 years or 10 years already, or more than 10 years, I believe.
I've been vegan for 10.
Yeah. So the point is, if you can be healthy without killing animals, then you should let them live and don't exploit them.
So now
I think I have something to share here. I think the vegan alternatives are very much more expensive than what you would you would get from the eggs and milk and meat. They are very cheap. So the alternatives for vegan items are comparatively very expensive, and I think they are something that only can be afforded by people that earn a lot. So it's not viable for people that are only earning a normal wage.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And no one said that you have to. I mean, this is a luxury, right? That's the
Yes.
thing. It's a luxury. Yeah. It's like maybe even going to like a restaurant, like to a premium restaurant. If you go to a premium restaurant, it's basically.
Oh, by the way, Laksha, something I forgot to say. Obviously, the chicken meat is going to be very cheap because they literally raise those animals for like 40 days before they slaughter them. But that's like, then the question becomes, can you morally live with eating literal babies?
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, for
Rice and
instance,
beans.
yeah, exactly. Like the common vegan saying, rice and beans, lentils, legumes, chickpeas, green peas, oats, spelt, fruits and vegetables, nuts and
You're not vegan, Messenger. Can we get you there? Why aren't you vegan yet?
expensive, but no one is telling you to eat nuts all day long. Obviously, that's not good idea. But like fruits, vegetables, grains, like rice, for instance, or pasta, potatoes, legumes, right? Like beans, lentils, soybeans. They're very cheap usually. Very cheap. And you can also make very delicious meals with it as well, right? You can make creams. You can eat them like that after cooking. You can make stews and soups. You can make plant milks on your own, like with oats or with soybeans or with rice. It's all possible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the point. And even if in my country there were like no alternatives, I would still be vegan, right? Now it is obviously nice if I have the option, right? It's nice to have, but I'm not gonna say that my pleasure.
Well, yeah, basta, that's obvious one because lentils has fiber. Fiber reduces cholesterol.
I'm not gonna say that. And by the way, my diet is probably
Yeah,
also
so,
85%.
but at least it's in human beings this time, so I
traditional
appreciate
foods, like
you
85 to
making
90%
the
even.
effort. That's really good.
Right? I eat oats, apples, pears, tomatoes, potatoes as well, carrots every day.
Nanomild,
basically.
there you go.
Like this is my foundation. And then maybe 10, 15%
But it's-
I eat like processed food.
I think the groups are kind of small to like derive like gastrointestinal issues from it though,
That is
Yeah.
to be fair.
than normal milk.
But yeah,
Yeah.
really cool.
Both take
Really
soy
cool.
milk. All right.
What's up, Jason?
So when it comes down to the milks, right?
Like, what do you mean by viability, Laksha? I've been vegan for 10 years, and trust me, I've been not spending more money on my vegan diet. I've been spending less than my omnivorous friends, for instance. I can't really tell you if I've been spending more or less than before going vegan, but probably. I know it's, you're going to say, well, in India it's not like that. Well, I have a, like, let's go into links. They're like, I have some world vegan guides, right? And it's the easiest to be vegan in India. And I bet you can do it cheaper. If you are on a budget, you're going to do it cheaper. That's just a matter of fact. And yeah, it's like exploiting and slaughtering animals for, I don't know, some amount of decreased budget. It just seems like, okay, I understand maybe some people are gonna think they're gonna struggle, but can we like actually talk about the ethics of the thing? Exploiting and slaughtering sentient beings for maybe potentially an increase in your food cost. That's a horrific way to think about it. But also, I'm sorry, I don't believe you that it's like a huge increase in food cost. You really, when you go vegan, you really change your diet in a way that just can be cheaper. That's what I did. My diet was very, very cheap until recently. And recently it's only because I've been doing so much activism that I go for comfort foods much more, and just like all food, cost increased exponentially. In any case, it just seems like really callous coming in and saying the first thing you say, well, some vegan products cost more.
To grow. So what do you say about that?
Right.
Like, should a teenager take that, or would you recommend a teenager or a child to also be a vegan? Because I think
Yeah, Dave,
we
same.
shouldn't, risk some development problems and let the teenagers at least
So-
have the milk or normal diet, meat and milk. And when they are adults, they can take their own decision whether they want to be a vegan or a non-vegan.
You're helping. I'm actually working towards eating nothing. Why? Wait. You're working towards eating nothing. Are you suicidal, Messenger? And what's the evidence for plants being sentient? I was vegan in West Virginia for a few years. If I had had a month with bulk food, might have stayed. You're a double amputee. Had skin. I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm so sorry to hear about your health status or your bodily wholeness status, I guess. But let me know if we can solve those things. But please don't go towards not eating anything, please. Especially as an, if I understand correctly, as an amputee, your calorie intake should be a little higher, I think, than everyone else's.
What like a person says, so you have to look at the evidence. That's the first thing. And the second thing is,
But,
I don't like
you know,
if you
don't
frame it like risk
take
it,
my
because
word
the
for
thing is
that
this,
stuff.
right? If I have a child and they are on a vegan diet, if I care about the child, independently of the diet, you should test the
Jesus
blood
Christ,
levels
please don't
at
starve
least,
yourself.
let's say, once a year or so, or every 6 months.
If you're not suicidal, please don't work towards not eating anything. Please just eat plant foods. Even if plants are sentient, which they are definitely not, it's a biological impossibility for them to be sentient in the current timeline. Even if there were, you would be reducing it to a minimum by eating a plant-based diet. And also, yeast diets are coming. We should expect a yeast diet to be available very, very soon. And yeast are definitely not sentient as well as plants. I actually feel that the story in the Bible was misinterpreted. It was not the tree of knowledge, but the tree of matter. Maybe, but please don't starve yourself. Please eat food. I was not able to afford the proper vegan diet to make sure my body had enough nutrients to not break down. Well, listen, here's the good news, right? You can just get a multi-supplement. It costs about 25 to 30 American cents per day. This was bought from America. That's as cheap as it comes when it comes to nutrients. And it has almost 100% of almost all nutrition, right? And then you can just eat cheap whole food and not worry about nutrients as much, right? You still have to worry a little bit about protein and stuff and maybe fats, but canola oil can cover a lot of it, and flaxseed, both incredibly cheap, right? So the additional burdens of the fresh grafted skin. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear all of that stuff. So sorry. Muscle gain is possible. It's not only possible, it's the same. It's the same. We, at this point, even have a meta-analysis. I'm not sure if I added it here. I don't think I added it here. But at this point, we have a meta-analysis and all of these studies in plant proteins that Debug Your Brain compiled saying that there is no difference. between building muscle on a plant-based diet or on an omnivorous diet. No difference, guys. There is strongman competitor. There is also, there are quite a few vegan athletes at this point. Record holder, Brazilian Mr. Olympia, all of those Olympic gold medalists, Jiu-Jitsu 7 gold medalist person, just some beautiful buff people and like some vegan UFC fighters, a triathlon person, like sports person, and just lately, just not that long ago, a European strong woman, I think, has taken the gold. She's vegan. Angelina Beva, her name is. And she set a new world record in deadlift in women. So it's not only possible, it's fantastic. At this point. Sorry, Messenger, I've fallen off a little bit. Oh, hold on. I haven't fallen off. I've just been... can afford tofu and bread and produce, yeah. Definitely, Olawale. I don't know, I'm buying, like, it took a while to find the cheapest tofu. I'm buying a very cheap tofu. Like, there is no any animal product that can compare to that stuff. Love my Chinese tofu. Well, can we get you to a full vegan if you buy a multi-supplement and just eat lots of lentils and beans? Can we get you that, Messenger? Despite the monetary issues. And if you need to eat more, you don't even need as much protein per calorie, I think. But don't take my word for it, I'm nobody. Well, meat is amazing, but it also exploits and slaughters animals. So you can take the taste reduction, dead cutters, and, live more ethically. That's all we're saying. Bobby Min gets a bulk of his off and other macronutrients from legumes and grains. Well, I bet he takes protein powder and stuff as well. Oh, I see Pia is talking to you, Messenger, so... plants communicate to each other. That's a metaphor, Messenger. That's a metaphor. They're saying communication in the same way that my phone communicates with my computer. So it's not a communication that you can derive sentience from. Plants can't communicate the way sentient beings can, like through body language, for instance. Plants don't communicate through that. Right, so it's a very different communication that you can't derive sentience from. So it's just like there is some chemical thing going on there. But my phone uses radio waves to communicate with my PC. It's doing a fantastic job, but it's not sentient. So I don't understand why people fall for this shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Messenger. I'm gonna be rude and crude. I don't know why people fall for the shit that plants are sentient. They're not. It's a physical, a biological impossibility at this point, guys. Really, really, truly, truly. Let's get rid of that brain rot. Let's put it aside. It does not belong in a logical brain. Phones feel though. Vegan guys, you really woke up a troll today. I love it. I appreciate it so much. Hey, what's up, Rafaela? Plants have no brain, central nervous system, and senses as animals have. True. 100% true, guys. I can hear plants, so I can't deny their sentience. What? That's not how you derive sentience. Again, my phone makes sounds all the goddamn time. Doesn't mean it's sentient, right? Messenger, would you like me to give you a paper that definitely shows that plants are definitely not sentient? Are you willing to read this paper? For other people, if you want. It's not just an electrochemical signal that share nutrients have enough. This is even evidence for not sentience, right? Because animals don't share nutrients unless they're pregnant. So this is evidence against sentience at this point, okay? You cannot derive sentience from all of those things that plants do. You can't even say that plants do anything, because doing implies intent, and plants don't have that. We should invent new language for what plants are capable of, because I think this is what confuses people, because scientists don't have a different language for plants, right? So they use those words metaphorically, right? And people take it literally, but it's a metaphor. Plants can't hear. They can't talk. There is like a sound emission, but so is my phone. My phone does that as well, right? There is no plant sentience. It does not exist. It's been debunked really, really thoroughly by neuroscientists of consciousness. I talked to them. Did they talk back, Messenger? Did they actually emit words? Yeah, like animals don't talk in an English language, right? They have a body language. But also we know that, not this one, that animals are sentient because, give me a sec, where am I going? There. Because they have a brain and a nervous system. Not all animals, but a lot of animals. Did you know, Messenger, some animals are not sentient either, right? But the animals that have a brain and a spinal cord and the nervous system with all of those inputs, all the sense of smell, touch, hearing and stuff like that, those are the animals that are sentient. There are other animals that don't have a brain and a spinal cord, and those animals are not sentient. And plants definitely don't have that shit. So the question is, Messenger, I'm going to skip ahead. What evidence would convince you that you're wrong? It's so funny that you denied their sentience like others deny the sentience of lower quote animals. Well, some animals are not sentient. I'm not denying that. But it doesn't matter. In some cases, it applies, the denial of sentience. In other cases, it doesn't, right? So it could be the same action, but when the object that we are perceiving changes, a denial of sentience can either be correct or incorrect. So the question is, are you willing to change your mind, Messenger? Well, Tone, the evidence is Messenger is talking to plants. So I don't know how. I would appreciate the answer, Messenger. I'm not gonna lie. Sure, but that's also, you can't derive sentience from that either. That's funny, Basta. I appreciate your inputs. Vegans are hypocrites. They only care about certain animals. Sure, we care about sentient animals when we don't care about non-sentient animals. The cutoff is sentience, not animalness. Animals eat way more plants, so would be best to eat an animal-free diet anyways. True. All Native Americans and pagans acknowledged the well, that's not evidence for plant sentience. Scientific evidence would be. So I've asked you a question, Messenger, and I would appreciate if you don't ignore me. What type of evidence will change your mind on plant sentience? Like, I can give you the type of evidence that would change my mind on veganism, for instance, right? So, of course, they can talk back. Are they doing it in English? I would really appreciate the answers to all of my questions at this point, Messenger. I'm trying to be charitable and nice. Just officially deculted Dolphins speak. No, we haven't yet. It's still in progress. But just because there is an article about something, it doesn't mean that it's like final. But yeah, I'm just asking specifically. So are they talking in English or not? Like, what does a plant communication look like? That's what I'm trying to get at, right? This seems like a derailment anyways. Messenger, wouldn't you prefer the air is sentience? No, the air is definitely not sentience. Oh my God, I'm gonna stop engaging. I don't know. I haven't tested the efficacy of the vegan teacher. I bet she's pretty efficient. I don't know. Or efficacious, I guess.
It shouldn't be like
Let's
adults
go
shouldn't
back
be
to
vegan.
that.
However, would you make a teenager or a child take supplements? I don't think that should be, because a lot of supplements
Why?
are not, because in most countries the regulations are not that good enough. You would find in a lot of countries the supplements that are being sold are poisoned with a lot of lead and heavy metals. Like, it's not a secret, especially in third world countries.
Yeah,
You
so
can be
you look
only
for the
talking about
ones that
first world
aren't.
countries like America or Europe, where the regulations are very hard.
Yeah.
In most countries, the supplements have a lot of problems with them.
Yes, sorry, it's like, yes, that's true. However, you also have to account for the fact that most animal products actually, the livestock is supplemented. Their diet is supplemented. You have to account for that.
Yeah, that's also true.
And by all accounts, the supplements they would give the livestock don't have any regulations.
Absolutely, it's the worst
Or at
shit.
the very least, they have the same regulations that of the supplements we give humans.
And luckily, B12 and vitamin D, for instance, like these are
No,
the
they
most
don't have
critical
sentience.
ones, right? Now, you could make a case for omega-3.
Like, by the fact they do have sensory responses, no, it's not sensory responses because they don't have senses. There is no 5 senses there, right? So you can't make the claim that have sensory responses. They have chemical responses, sure.
Most people just eat fruits and vegetables,
Basta.
and that's bad. I don't say this is good. Eating just fruits and vegetables is probably not a good idea.
Do you really think that plants are sentient, Basta, or are you just trying to kind of troll?
Advise you to eat calorie, how do you say? Like, you should eat more calorically dense food, especially as a beginner, right? Like, like oats, lentils.
True, they lack the centralized brain, therefore they likely don't have sentience, but plants definitely don't have sentience because they also lack those things and a bunch of other stuff, like senses, completely.
I know this, and I try to argue honestly, because I know most people are not so educated, and that's why
find a
we are
better
here,
way to talk about
give them
plant
truthful
sentience.
education while not exploiting animals.
It's just too much brain rot about it.
I agree.
Oh my God.
That's true. So, and when it comes down to B12, for instance,
I'm
that is one of
overwhelmed.
the safest supplement you can take, luckily for vegans, because it is water soluble. So any excess of B12 will be peed out, right? It's not fat soluble. So you
I'm
can't,
not actually sure that that's true
theoretically,
about the
you can't
modern
overdose it. I mean,
supplements.
unless you take like maybe 80,000 micrograms, but that's not gonna happen usually.
I think you're
I
gonna
take
store a
per
lot
week
of
2,000
methylcobalamin.
micrograms, and that just covers my weekly intake. That's 2
Vitamin
pills
D.
per week.
Vitamin D or B?
B12.
B12.
Or B12. All right.
B12. Yeah. But technically, you don't even have to supplement it if you have fortified food. So for
Due to the diffused nerve nets or ganglia and complex behavior responses, I would like evidence for that. That likely means nothing. While they don't have a brain as we know it, evidence suggests that they can learn and remember. Are you posting this from AI or something? I would like to see evidence for that, Buster.
I also take a lot of, plant protein. I also take a lot of vegan things and
Thank you,
supplements.
Tom.
It's not just about that. It's about choice because an adult can choose for themselves. However, a child or a teenager cannot do that. That's why we shouldn't push them to, follow this, especially in their development year.
You should try to find the intersection between health and the and ethics. If you can ensure they are healthy, then you should make a great effort.
I don't see what you pasted.
Ethical.
I don't see what you pasted.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
let
the
me
point that
paste
I'm
the
trying
entire
to make.
thing.
I try to find the
But I don't
intersection
think that'll find
between
it better.
both. That's why I
Fuck.
argue for this. Right?
I really hate the YouTube chat.
Because
Not
it
gonna
can be
lie.
done. And maybe it might even be safer for
Let me
probably
just-
almost everyone to take a multivitamin, maybe even. I'm
I
not so
can't
confident
find
about
what you're
that
looking
statement,
for.
but maybe
For
like a
what you,
low-dose
put up.
multivitamin can actually be beneficial to maybe most
But-
people. Maybe.
Also, Buster, not gonna lie, that looks like an opinion piece, and opinion pieces are the lowest form of evidence. Where is it? Expert opinion. It's probably not even expert opinion. So it would be off the charts somewhere like on the bottom here.
Do the blood
Worthless.
test and see what vitamins
But
are
also I
maybe
can't
low
find
in
it.
the body, and then only
Yeah.
get that supplement. Otherwise, we shouldn't, be advocating for
Yeah.
multivitamins and supplements.
You didn't answer my question though, Buster. Do you actually believe it, or are you trying to troll?
Again, we know
What's up,
that
Jake?
vegans will become deficient if they don't supplement preventatively. We know this.
Yeah.
Unless you have fortified food.
True.
Because you have like no reliable source of B12
True.
otherwise.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Speak.
It's like saying, for instance, someone is on a carnivore diet, right? If someone is on a carnivore diet, they will have like no fiber in their diet either. They will have no reliable source. So technically they should try to supplement it.
Well,
Although fiber is not
supplements.
necessary,
Not
right?
really
It's
work.
not essential. It's still very important
Yeah.
for your health.
Yeah.
Very
I
important.
agree. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
If carnivores were actually intaking some kind of a important fiber, they would actually like reduce their cardiovascular disease risk.
So, like, ultimately, if you had a child or like if you had a younger brother, would you make them follow veganism as well, or would you like let them have? a
Yes,
normal
veganize the
diet?
kids.
Of course.
Like,
Of course I would. Yeah. Of course I would.
Like-
Yeah.
Like, make them follow veganism.
Yes. I would.
Like,
course.
what if let's just say that if they come out to be weak or like short in height and unhealthy, would you take personal responsibility? Let's it can be completely random. Like we
Should
don't
get
know
some coffee now.
what illness they may have, or they may come out to be weak, for whatever reason.
I'll be
Would you
right back,
take
guys.
personal responsibility if they come out to be weak? Like, would you be like, would you have an
Well-
opinion, would you think in your mind that you had some part to play in it?
Yeah. So first of all, it depends like why they are ill, right? Because obviously children can be ill for many sorts of reasons, right? That's the first
Yeah, but
thing.
like,
If it is
let's just say
if it is
let's just say
wait,
they
if
are-
it is linked to the diet, as I said before, you should preventatively get like a blood check, for instance. Yes, that's your responsibility to ensure your child is healthy. Most parents already don't do this, probably.
Okay, so let me give you an
Right.
example. Like we know for men, it's very important to have a good frame, body, muscle, and height. Let's say your younger brother or your child comes falls short in all of these by the time he is 20 years old. Let's say he's like 5'6" and he doesn't have any muscle mass or body like bone density. Like if he and he comes up to you and he's like, "Why did you make me a vegan?" Like what would be your response? Like because this happens in real life as well. Because you
Yeah,
don't know whether
I was again, yeah, I might be responsible for not checking his levels. Yes, that was my responsibility. But you are giving me only two options. Either he is deficient, but again, I can monitor his health.
yeah. But
So you're
still,
putting me into hold on, you are putting me into a corner where I have only blame and no other options, right?
But
And I
but
tell
you know-
you, I tell you, my friend, I tell you, we have options. We have options.
But the
You're
thing
putting
is,
me into a
these
corner. No,
But the
no,
thing-
we have options.
But the thing is, even a low bone density and like short height, less muscle mass, these are not considered unhealthy, like properly unhealthy by
Yeah,
the
I
and
agree.
your and body levels, blood levels and tests
Yeah.
would not be able to tell you that a child would come out to be short height or less bone density. This cannot be completely measured by just blood tests.
No, no. So nutrients can give you like an indication of whether these whether there will be problematic outcomes in the future. Of course, if you're constantly lacking, let's say, nutrients or calories or protein, yes, that could give you an indication that there might be something wrong during their growth. Like growth stunt will not happen suddenly, right? It will happen gradually.
We're not talking about. I'm not.
So let's
No,
say
you-
if my child,
You are
if
you are
my
getting a
child,
no.
if my hold on, if my child of age 3,
Yeah, same.
is
Maybe not
smaller than
copious.
usual, right?
We were poor, so maybe not copious, but a lot of eggs because we had like chickens.
You're getting the wrong idea from what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that your child or your younger brother would have a stunted growth. He would have a normal growth. But there are completely normal people that have, shorter height and less bone mass, less muscle mass. And they have nothing completely wrong with them, but they just come out to be like that because of genetics or some other reason.
True.
And then he will come up to you and tell because there's at least you can say it's a myth that normal meat, eggs, and milk is very necessary for bone development, muscle development, height development.
Where do people get this shit? Where do people get this information? Just like regular people coming in and making those like huge nutrition claims.
Right, then what would you do? Would you take responsibility for that?
So he all of a sudden developed this kind of stuff.
What?
So he all of a sudden developed growth issues.
Not all of a sudden. This is not growth issue. Like some people just have less muscle mass and come out to be short. Like it's genetics. But like because there's a myth and there's a belief that milk and eggs and meat can help
there's
them
a belief
and grow people. Just
That's
proper
the
development.
point. It's a belief. It's a wrong
However,
belief.
he comes out to be short. Would he? Because he would also attribute it to the veganism.
This is like Indian brain rot, and I'm sorry to say if Lakshay is still here. In India, they literally like fucking brainwash people from birth that they need milk. They need milk for a child to be like. I was told by I think by Sahil. He said if you walk on the street with a baby, just random people are gonna come up to you and say, "Make sure they drink milk. Make sure they drink milk because otherwise they're not gonna be healthy."
It's because of veganism,
Brain
and not
rot.
based on some outcomes. Then that's their problem. I'm sorry.
I personally think you are putting too much belief into the scientific evidences and all that because.
No, we actually believe it,
The reality
Lovali.
in front of you is what's.
I don't think it's a
happening,
deflection.
right?
No, that's
Because
no, that's not true. That's not true. No, that's not true. No.
It is a little bit.
Subjective So no, hold on. So I can.
Look, let's say like the government and all the scientific studies are saying that a particular state, like the where you live in, the water comes out like water is completely normal and healthy to drink. But when you open the tap, the water comes out to be black. Would you drink it? Even though all the scientific evidence says the water is normal, because it has happened previously.
Yeah, but no scientific.
Buster, if you can, please read the argument on my screen.
Can look research and you can ask whether it is safe in your country to drink the water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it turns out to be black, obviously you shouldn't drink it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, in general, I'm not dismissing subjective experience. But what I'm saying is, subjective experience can be quite biased because of methodological limitations. Right? If you have a subjective experience, there are a lot of biases.
True.
A lot of biases,
I completely agree with that. The subjective evidence.
But I'm not even sure. Hold on, I'm not even sure why I'm actually engaging with all of this. I think it's tangential. This conversation.
No, this Buster, the thing on my screen. Just read this.
Right? It has no impact. Are you vegan, by the way?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should run like here from here on. Does anyone want to take over? I'm just exhausted. Sorry. VPM.
Yeah, sure.
Nicholas,
I wasn't really listening in, but the question is, Silva77, like if we show you that you can be healthy, that kids can be healthy on a plant-based diet, even in your region, are you going to change your mind and go vegan?
So that's not my issue. Like I'm saying that if you're personally your younger brother, your younger sister, or your children comes out to be weaker or shorter, or not enough muscle mass, would you take responsibility for that? Like because it's a personal problem. Like if my child comes out to be weak, then I would feel bad. Then why did I push my own beliefs onto that child?
Listen, here's the thing though, Silva. Here's the thing. You're kind of assuming that certain ingredients are going to help that stunted child, when that's incorrect. It's going to be nutrients that help that child to not be stunted. So basically just, feed them more calories and more protein. So you can get those on a plant-based diet. So again, like people think that like animal products, especially milk, I think in India is considered to be like almost magical. It's not magical. It's just nutrients, and those nutrients, except barring vitamin B12 and vitamin D, exist in all plant foods. You just kind of have to go through like a learning process and give your child more calories. And it just happens to be that plant calories are generally everywhere in the world are cheaper.
Okay, I completely agree with that. But let's say you had a younger brother and you completely, grew, like made him had a vegan diet throughout his formative years. And he comes out to be weak. What do you think he would blame it on? Like just imagine his position.
Why does that matter? What we should care about is truth, not somebody's unfounded beliefs.
It's your own brother. Like what would you think, he would blame it on? He would blame it on veganism and you. That's not what I want to have.
That's why brainwashing those. Silva, why do we care about somebody's brainwashed opinion over the truth? And you agree with me that people can be on a plant-based diet. All they need to in their formative years is get more calories and maybe more protein. Like
I completely agree.
But so why, I understood your question. I'm just asking, why would you prioritize somebody's wrong belief over the truth?
Because that child, when he personally grows, because his truth, like, when he would
This is not answering my question. Why would you prioritize somebody's incorrect belief over the truth?
Because we are talking about a child and his truth is what matters for him. Like his own body matters the most to him. He doesn't live in any other body.
If somebody believes in Santa Claus, is it like their personal belief more important than the fact that Santa Claus doesn't exist?
Let me tell you why that doesn't that is completely irrelevant, because Santa Claus doesn't exist in his body, right? But his body, he has to live in his body for the complete rest of his life.
Wait, where would he even get those ideas, Silva, that the plant-based diet is the thing that caused the stunting? Where would he even get those ideas? If not from the grown-ups in their life?
Look, the thing is, you cannot, change the reality that a lot of people believe that meat, like it would take just 5 minutes for you if you are, you can just search it online or ask an adult, like someone who is 40-50 years old, and ask him, like my son or my younger brother is very weak, what would you prefer, what would you recommend for me to give it to him? And they would just say three things. They would say increase his meat consumption.
Wait, who would say that? Who would say that?
Everybody.
What do you mean? What do you mean everybody? Why would you listen to everybody and not to experts, for instance?
That's the thing. A normal child, if he is stunted growth, like he would not believe, even if he is completely on the scientific diet, he would not, he would just want
Silva,
something, he would just want
can we stop with this nonsense? And can you answer my actual question? You, not a stunting child, you, would you go vegan if we proven to you that you can be practically plant-based? Would you go vegan then?
I don't think you have understood my position.
I don't care about your question, is the thing. At this point, right? It's a derailment.
I'm completely for adults to go vegan. I have no problem with veganism, nor I have, any problem with your personal choices.
So why aren't you vegan?
I am not vegan because I just don't have the money to buy alternatives for meat and eggs. Like here, meat, eggs, and milk are very cheap.
Sorry, you don't have money for lentils?
Lentils is not the only thing. Lentils is not the only thing in my diet. Like I have to change
Sure.
meat and I have to exchange eggs. Eggs are the best, like the cheapest form of protein and complete form of amino acid, that I can find here.
Hold on.
Reason.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So how much do one egg cost in India?
6 rupees.
One egg costs 6 rupees. So
Yeah, it is the cheapest. I have made all the calculations here because I was into bodybuilding back then, and it's the cheapest form of protein I can
Sorry,
get.
excuse me. You were actually into bodybuilding, a generally wasteful hobby, and you were telling me you can't afford to buy tofu instead of eggs.
I assure you, tofu is way more expensive than any
How
form
much
of,
does 100 grams of tofu cost?
Like 120 rupees.
Sorry, how much?
Yeah. 120.
120 rupees per 100 grams of tofu. Are you sure?
Yes, it is. I have checked the amounts
so
online.
When you were bodybuilding and eating at least 500 or 600 calories more per day, you're telling me now that you can't afford to be vegan while having this wasteful hobby.
That's the thing. You don't know about anything. I was only taking eggs and I was taking a lot of plant proteins. I still have the bags from plant proteins, brown rice and pea mixture. So
wait, you were taking in plant proteins?
Yes, I was. I'm not against veganism. You're not understanding my
I don't care if you're against veganism. I'm asking you, what on earth can't you afford if you have plant protein in your home? What on earth can't you afford?
Because I was, supplementing that. I was also taking eggs and I was also taking the
I'm
plant
asking
protein.
about now, what on earth can't you afford in a plant-based diet?
Complete plant-based diet. I cannot, I cannot buy oat milk or some other kind of milk because they are
Why
also
do
very
you need
expensive.
oat milk?
Because I need to have milk because I need to have my morning coffee. I cannot operate without any.
I'm drinking coffee right now and it's without milk. You can have coffee without milk. Yeah.
No, look,
it's a luxury. It's not a must. You can drink coffee without milk. Do you know that?
Look, I will be honest with you that I do require some milk in the morning. For what reason? Because I just cannot. Because I cannot share that with you because that's a personal medical problem. I need to have hot milk every morning. So I have to replace that with some milk.
Then I'm gonna have to stop this conversation because to me it sounds like coping justification to continue exploiting and slaughtering animals. But you can't. Hold on.
No,
but you can't. Hold on.
Completely basic positions.
Silva,
you're assuming a lot of things about me. And
Silva, I'm not assuming anything. I'm gonna mute you for a second. So I'm not assuming anything. All I'm saying is, since you can't give me the justification, I'm just going to move on to somebody else, right? Because this feels useless. You keep coming up with a justification for why you exploit and slaughter animals, pay for exploitation and slaughter of animals, and then you tell me, I can't give you the justification actually, but for some magical reason, I require the lactations of buffaloes in my milk every single day.
I require hot milk every day. Like I cannot. Why would I justify my medical problems to you? I require hot milk every day to normal.
Then that's why I'm just. I want to move on from you. I want to stop talking to you.
I don't care. Like go talk to someone else. Like you're very annoying. Like seriously.
Yeah, no problem.
This is not
See you
productive at all.
later. Anybody else wants to talk here? Hannibal, what's up? Are you vegan?
Yeah, we are all vegan here.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I'm so sorry, guys. Here's the thing. When somebody is like, I really require hot milk in my coffee, but I'm not going to give you a reason for it. That's where ridiculousness hits the water. And I'm like, okay, this is a level of sophistry that I can't abide. Somebody else can tell me how they would treat this person at this point. Did they do it wrong?
No, I don't think so.
Jesus Christ.
It was fine. It's just stupidity, in my opinion.
Unwilling to face their cognitive dissonance, as usual.
Yeah. I require hot buffalo milk every day in my diet. Otherwise,
Did anybody go through the process of how he gets that buffalo milk that he can't survive without?
Yeah.
That's like next level. Wow. Buffalo milk though.
Yeah.
Hot milk though.
Yeah.
Copium though.
Oh my god. Oh, 100% vegan guys. Of course, they know. Of course, Silva knows the line. Word on pocket. It's.
I mean, even with his bodybuilding, right? If he cares really about like price efficiency,
yeah,
for like the protein that he gets, I think he just should get like a protein powder anyways.
Well, he said that he has to this day. I think he said rice protein and something else. But he can't afford oat milk because, and then it switched to, but I require hot milk every single day. What? I think is just some kind of a brain rot belief. I think it's just based on literally nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely a new one for the bingo card. Hot milk.
Same. I want to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Is Caleb making some kind of a sorry, I'm talking to my chat, apologize. Is Caleb making some kind of a claim? Caleb, are you making a claim?
If your future child blames you for being for making them vegan, and they happen to be.
So yeah, land is a luxury; it's a privilege, Caleb. So I think 3 is correct. Like it might not feel like it, but I have no assets, right? So even in comparison to me, someone who lives in a pretty expensive city, right? You have a huge amount of privilege. Well, the way I live, it's I have like rent control, kind of. It's still expensive as fuck, but it's rent controlled. My apartment. So I'm trying to make my best. I try to eat a relatively cheap diet and stuff. I don't need to eat vegan. Yeah, that's true. Natural tribe outside of modern society will not survive on a vegan diet. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about Phoenix? Because
Anugaya. How do you?
Because here's a Maasai tribe warriors eating in a vegan restaurant. So it doesn't matter that there are no vegan tribes. Well, there are. There is an Indian vegan indigenous tribe that only lately they became like more affluent, so they started adding animal products into their diet. But there you go. But frankly, why would that even matter, Phoenix? Why would it matter what these guys do? They don't have internet. They don't live in cities. You are, supposedly. So they rely on modern society supply them with products from China. Not what I was saying. This is not from China. This is a restaurant in Kenya. And this restaurateur grows everything that they feed to people. It's actually a fantastic place. I would love to visit it one day. I follow them on Twitter and they're really, really fucking cool. If we could not survive without modern tech, then we were meant to eat it. Why? You using modern tech right now? Are you not meant to be in the stream?
Yeah.
Hi, my game 25.
I mean, this is kind of a weird claim coming from my chat. You know what I mean? Like, you use modern tech all the time. Why wouldn't you use it for food as well? Right? Phoenix, you want to come in and have a conversation with me, possibly vegan gays? She's itching to have a conversation with somebody.
Interesting talk.
The link is up there. And down there.
Sometimes silence is a best talk.
Oh, my Indian sophistry. Coming in.
I don't use ChatGPT, I use my brain. Okay.
That's cool.
Well, Sruti, if you use your brain, then you should you should have like an easy time, right, to debunk veganism.
Well, I've been trying for long enough.
Are we vegan? We're not vegan. Is this guy vegan? No, they're also not vegan. So why aren't they talking?
Oh, good quote coming up. Pin back your luggles.
What's up, SS?
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. You?
I'm doing good. What is the topic you're talking about?
Sure, we talk about animal exploitation and slaughter and how it's morally corrupt.
Veganism.
Yep.
So, are you vegan?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a level 10 vegan. I make my own vegan chicken.
Like, how do you make a vegan chicken?
Sure. So I use the wash flour method. I take white flour. I wash the starch away from it until only protein persists. So only protein exists. And then I add some fat with canola oil and a lot of spices and some vegan chicken broth. I sear it in a pan and then I cook it in a vegan chicken broth. And then I dehydrate it a little bit. And then I fry it again. And it's delicious, frankly.
I have to try this recipe. I think.
It's pretty cool.
I'm vegan. I've been vegan since 6 months, but I'm persecuted because I'm vegan.
Oh,
People
no.
bullying me.
I'm sorry to hear. Why did you go vegan?
I have some empathy for animals that get brutally killed.
Well, awesome. So you're not going to be prosecuted here. We love vegans. Maybe somebody can give SS Jack a vegan role, or what's the plan there with giving people vegan roles?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure.
I actually
haven't
don't
been-
know what the. I'm not even sure what the conditions are, but.
Well, I think we
Usually
all
I
need to agree by consensus that they are vegan.
Well, it's
And we
just
can give them the role.
yeah. I've given them the role, but it's just as easy to take it away again if for any reason we think that it's not valid.
Yeah. Yeah, food on the go can be vegan, Pastor.
Like in my family, there was no vegans before, but I've convinced my brother to be vegan as well since 2 weeks.
Wow.
Fantastic job.
That's a big change for you all.
Yeah, but the rest of my family, they like rejecting my ideas about it. They thinking I'm just telling nonsense.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, family and friends are probably the hardest to change. Probably, I'm not sure, but yeah. So, for instance, like I had like a big influence on my mother, and we discussed about this topic regularly. But unfortunately, I'm not actually sure about her position, to be quite honest. Maybe she needs like baby steps, but she knows everything. Actually, by the way, she attempted at work to have a conversation about another non-vegan. She actually wanted to do like some advocacy apparently, and it turned out that the conversation became very heated. And she just told me about this 2 days ago. And I mean, I like her engagement, but I still told her like, yeah, I mean, if you still buy these kind of things, I mean, I don't know. It's still hypocritical. Yeah.
So, SS Jack, did you find it easy to become vegan?
I'm sorry, bro. Did you say?
I was just asking if you found it easy to become vegan.
Yeah, it was like I've begin step by step. Like I stopped eating like beef and chicken, and right now I don't wear clothes that contain like animals furry.
And would you go to zoos
Literally
and
nobody.
circuses?
Literally nobody needs their own land to eat in the 21st century. Come on, guys, stop.
I meant on principle. Would you pay to go to see animals in a zoo?
Yeah, sure.
You would.
I would, but we have none. It's not available.
Do you realize this is very definitely not vegan? Animals are captured and put in cages for human entertainment. This is animal exploitation, so this is not vegan.
Yeah, but they feeding them like they giving them food. I think in the forest, I think they wouldn't.
Excuse me, vegan guys, you should do better and stop breathing as well. Like, are you even vegan? Vegan? Breathing? For 10 years? Holy shit. Right.
I'm sorry?
Do you know the meaning of veganism?
Someone who doesn't eat meat?
No.
Okay, give me the definition of veganism.
No, so the definition of veganism is someone who rejects all exploitation of animals. All exploitation of animals. So vegans would not go to zoos, would not go to circuses, would not buy any products that have animal products in them, like cosmetics, would not support animal testing.
I didn't mean that.
And
I'm
obviously
so sorry.
would not eat any animal products.
I don't remember what you're referencing.
Yeah, sure. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I asked what the procedure is done. But they seem agreeable. They just need, like, you know, just, all of
When
us
did you start to be vegan? Like
something not vegan
how
at the
long
beginning, I
have you been
think.
vegan?
Me, 6 years.
6 years. You eat no meat and no beef.
No.
Oh, my stream. I was thinking about your
Do you own a
past
pet?
streams. Oh, yeah.
Do I what? Sorry.
Do you own a pet?
I did not block the Nazi out. He
I
has
don't
my
know.
grandpa as
do
a
I own a
lampshade.
pet? No, I don't. No. I used to, but I don't anymore. What do you think about having pets? Tell me what the vegan
That's explanation animals. You take his.
Not gonna lie, the questioning of vegans is triggering me. If somebody wants to have a conversation with a vegan about African tribes, for instance, please let me know. This is my proposition for why people should be vegan. If you disagree, come up and say something about it, and maybe join the Discord and talk to me and Vegan Gaze and VC. She really, really wants to talk to somebody, so definitely, really go vegan right now. And if you don't, please explain why. Oh, that's funny. I hope Pet's a vegan because I love my Popo. We literally found her abandoned. She's so traumatized. Well, I think that's why I'm like, okay, we can question somebody's attitude about pet animals, right? And I understand why I do it as well, right? But it's like, I don't know, something about it is kind of cringe. Just think of the best interest of the animals, and everything else will fall into place, right? That's my attitude toward pet animals or companion animals, and the rest is just semantics. Which, I make the distinction of semantics when asked about pet animals by non-vegans. I do that. But just to make sure that everybody understands, if you think about the best interest of an animal, right, actually consider them and not yourself, everything else falls into place. And calling them a pet or a companion animal, that's just semantics. Well, there are vegan foods, so basta. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Try to make it happy, as free as possible. Well, freedom in case of cats, for instance, probably should be restricted because you don't only think about the best interest of your companion animal, you think about the best interest of other ones as well. And if it makes your cat really happy to go murder a bunch of birds, you probably should restrict the access to birds. So, other things should be considered as well. How is the website going? I haven't been working on it, but I should, right? I should create like flow charts. But those things work out really great unless they lead to something that I haven't properly populated yet, and then it's fucked up. But generally speaking, those clickable links work really great, and it made it really easy for me to find the things that I need to find to talk about. But it could be better, is what I'm asking, is what I'm saying. Do a Pomodoro method on those. It's the starting, and once I start it goes fine. I used to work on the site while listening to other people talk in the Discord, right? So I was streaming other people talk and then intervene once in a while. But I don't know, it just fell out of favor for me once I started addressing my chat as well. The Pomodoro, it doesn't work for me. I've just decided that it doesn't work for me. I should give it another try. I just don't find anything rewarding is the problem. And the Pomodoro method requires reward. I find finishing something mildly rewarding, and the rest is just like a grind. Even like my rest activities are like a grind for me. Jesus Christ, can somebody talk to me about veganism?
And be a lot.
Oh my god, they're still
And
questioning
that's
the
bad
fucking
for them
vegan.
because when there is a lot of animals, the grass will be there a lack of food for them,
Yeah,
and
not funny.
the rest of them gonna die
Definitely
from starvation.
Wait.
So we have to
So
kill
how?
animals.
Okay. Let me ask this question: how do you deal with this argument? Because you seem to be vegan, right?
Give me a sec.
Have you thought about their argument?
No,
I mean,
I
because
just didn't. I'm sorry.
I mean, it seems to me that you are. I mean, you are a vegan, but like, what do you make of this argument that they give you? Do you think it is strong? Do you think?
I don't know. You just answer me. I think you
Yeah, I
have
mean,
been
what
vegan.
happens if? Yeah, what happens if you buy animals?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, I'm a bit confused. Like when you buy, let's say, eggs or milk or meat, what happens if you buy these foods?
Animal day. Animal day.
Sorry?
Animal dead. Day in
Yeah,
animals.
yeah,
Got
but
killed.
it's not just it's not just about the killing. What happens if you give them money?
Are we
What will
finding
happen?
out that they're actually vegetarian?
Think about it maybe for a second, because you
You're gonna
said
slay
there will be. So what will happen if you don't give them any more money?
They will stop killing animals, right?
Yeah, but there's also something else. They will also not create more animals, right? If you
What
don't
do you
pay,
mean?
yeah. So if you don't, let's say you don't eat cows anymore, they will not create cows for you anymore. Cows have to be created, right?
What are you talking about? You're getting born naturally in the farm.
I have a few suggestions for you, Buster, if you want, right? There are foods that you can find basically in every supermarket or grocery store that are going to be incredibly satiating and accidentally vegan. If you want our help, right? Pia is here, I'm here, I can bring somebody in who's like an American person, if that's where you're from. Just tell me what help we can provide you, and we can. It's just a matter of thinking about it for a second, and then you can definitely find very satiating, very calorie-dense foods that are gonna be vegan.
Minority in the world.
I'm just taking the opportunity to not listen to the cringe in the...
And eat a lot of meat. So
We're talking about more arguments. I don't see how the counts of people supporting the moral argument is like making it less or true, more true.
I wanna tell you a confession, guys.
Yeah, you're not vegan, I know.
No, I just you know what I had on breakfast? Two
fine.
grilled
Yeah.
steak with a glass of milk.
Yeah. So do you know what I don't like if people lie.
They've been trolling the entire time. Holy shit.
You should really think about your
I'm
behavior.
so naive.
Right?
No, I just can I discuss with you why you're not eat
No,
like
no.
you don't
I'm
eat
so
animals?
fucking naive.
I'm sorry.
You don't think that
No,
God,
I was not finished. I
that God
was not
created
finished. Sorry.
everything.
No. Jack, please
Created
give me 1
everything for-
second. No, please. So
Yeah,
so
sure.
you have to you have to appreciate that lying to an audience about such an issue is not a nice thing, right? Can we agree on this?
Lying
Can I
to me
agree
is
with
worse.
you on something else? Like
I'm so fucking naive.
why
No,
God
can you
created
respond to?
chicken to eat?
No, hold on. No.
I just want to see the best in people.
Just right. Is lying halal or is it haram?
I just try to give people the benefit of the doubt all the time. I
Lying
should
is
stop
haram.
doing that, I guess.
Why did you product my religion? I'm not Muslim. Why did you product my
Yeah,
religion?
it doesn't matter what kind of religion you are. I don't care.
You are a
But is it good
racist.
or bad?
You are a racist.
I'm a racist. I know. So I'm a racist. Okay.
I'm Christian.
Okay.
I'm atheist.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't-
atheist. I want to say. I'm atheist.
Jesus, you're going through a
Well,
gauntlet
attack
of
with
things.
me,
Are you Christian or an
knowledge.
atheist, Jack? Why are you lying like a second later after you made a
I'm
claim?
English. Listen, I'm English. It's not my first language. Well, I have my.
So
tongue
you
is
mixed up Christian and atheist. Is that what we're supposed to believe?
No, I'm atheist. I'm sorry, I'm atheist.
Sure you
okay?
are.
So
at this
I
point,
would-
so
I
it,
would at this
yeah, sorry, one second, Val. So you know the story of Peter crying wolf. At this point, you cried wolf so much that we don't trust you anymore, Jack, and that's a shame, right? Because we are people who usually love to give other people the benefit of the doubt, and you'd completely destroyed that trust in us. So everything that comes out of your mouth is going to be considered a lie at this point, and is just like the worst way to enter a conversation with somebody.
I haven't lied. What lie they've said? I didn't
You
lie
have.
at all.
Of course,
Damn.
you disguise as being a vegan, right? You disguise as being a vegan, and you have really broke
I
our
changed. I was a vegan. I changed my mind
Mhm.
when I saw there is
I
people
just-
are
Change
obsessed.
this story again.
Actually, I just told my opinion, and you guys are just telling me that I'm just trolling you.
Yeah,
So
you're
I will.
such a dictatorialship in this group.
No,
You are
hold on. So
dictatorians.
I will now mute you. I will not ban you, but I will mute you so that you can think
This is
about your behavior. Okay?
This is persecution.
No, no, no,
This
no.
is
No,
persecution.
it's not. No, because
It's
you're not gonna be
persecution.
killed.
You're oppressing
You're not gonna.
minorities.
Yeah, you're not gonna be killed. You have to time now to reflect on your behavior. Okay? I'm not gonna ban you. You're gonna be here, but I don't appreciate your behavior.
And just for everybody else to realize what's happening here, right? This person comes into our living room and shits in the middle of the living room. And then we say, man, what are you doing? Stop shitting in the middle of our living room. They go, oh, you're such fucking dictators. You're trying to silence my colon. This is what's happening right now.
Okay, tell me
yeah.
one thing. Like, what should I replace chicken in vegan food only? Shit, man.
Sorry, Shruti, are you trying to say something to me?
Yeah, actually, like they just told me that I'm trolling. Like, I just tell my opinion, and like, can you tell me like what to replace chicken? Like, what should I eat? Any vegan food in that place?
Sure. So tofu would be great, chickpeas, lentils. If you have the ability to make seitan at home, seitan B would be the closest in the protein profile to chicken. But yeah, you can just eat other foods. Chicken is not an essential product in nobody's life. So yeah, just replace it with high protein vegan foods and you'll be fine. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, and tofu.
And yeah, I'm also sorry for that. Like, they just thought that I was just trolling. Like, I don't know his name. Like, David, I'm not getting his name.
That doesn't matter.
Don't mind. Okay, I just told my opinion, Like,
What was
I
your
don't know.
opinion? Can
I
you
just
repeat
told-
your opinion, please?
Yeah, I just told that, yeah, I respect your philosophy or whatever the veganism, but I'm not able to control my mouth. So, yeah.
Sorry,
just
what
told
was
that.
the last part? You respect our philosophy, but
I'm not able to control my mouth.
you're not able to control
mouth.
your mouth. Should we control it
yeah.
for you then? Because like your mouth, you not being able to control your mouth has victims. And usually in society, when we have victims to an action, we forcibly prevent those people from doing that action, right? It usually does not apply to animals because animals societally are considered to be literal fucking objects. But if you're not able to control your mouth, should we control it for you then?
Yeah, it took me some time to completely become into a vegan. No, because I love
This is not an answer to my question. If you can't control your mouth, should you learn to control your mouth or should we control it for you? What do you think?
No answer.
No answer. Okay. Why should we take you seriously then?
Yeah, okay.
We don't.
Yep.
We never have done.
They're a troll.
Yeah, Yeah, it takes some time for me. So yeah, I really love your vegans guys' philosophy. You know, like vegan is really healthy diet. You know, my father
That's
usually
not our philosophy. You're strawmanning our philosophy. A diet is not a philosophy. A vegan philosophy is not a diet. Is not about a diet.
Okay, whatever. I like this vegan concept, but you know, it took me some time to.
Yeah, so a vegan
change
concept.
some-
Hold on. Can you please address what I said? A vegan concept is not about a diet, yeah?
Meat, eat everything.
Like, I just got what actually is it?
Excuse me, are you asking what veganism is?
Shruti, you've been in here every day for 2 weeks and you still can't tell us what veganism is.
It took
That's
me
a
some
skill.
time actually.
Yeah, that's a brain rot skill, Shrufi. So this is the reason that people in here don't take you seriously. Because you've been here for 2 weeks apparently, and you still don't know what this room is about. I don't know what Yamato was about either. How did they keep on muting themselves? I don't even know.
They didn't. I've been muting them to try and help your conversation.
I appreciate that, but how have they been unmuting themselves?
I unmuted them to see if they'd shut up, but they were still talking, so I muted them again.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. That was a weird thing happening.
Yeah, they just came in and started a dialogue over the top of the two of you.
Yeah. All right. Who's in this room? Haven't been here for 2 weeks straight to troll the vegans. Nesu? What's up? Am I pronouncing that correctly or?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm new here.
Now I'm like really suspicious of everybody. So I'll try to not to let this sway Nesu. What do you think about like animal abuse, Nesu?
So, to be honest with you, I'm new here, so I'm just trying to understand your point of view about veganism. So, to be honest with you, I'm not a vegan person, so I'm new to the concept. So I'm here to understand your point of view, so I can be convinced about the.
Yeah. So if you click, I'm sharing my screen. If you click on my screen, I have an argument there for why people should be vegan. And if you have questions, if you can please read that, and then if you can have questions, we can address them. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. What's up, Nilf? Hello, Omari, I think. Omar, what's up?
Hello.
Oh, you sound like a child. Are you a child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you, Omar?
I prefer not to have conversations with children. But somebody else can.
Are you over 11, Omar?
What's up, Date?
Or under 11?
14 years old.
14. That's a lie. They are very, very young. No, why would you do that with Tone's name, Nilf? No, I don't. No, I don't. That's street outreach, maybe the parents' job, not over Discord. Just feels. I've done it in the past, and one of my biggest breakdown moments on stream was when I was talking to a literal child who said, I know I should be vegan, but If I do that, my parents will literally kill me, and I'm not willing to go through that again. So no way. Once in a while it happens, but like, I don't know, I'm not. Communication with children is not on my priority list. So Nessu, what do you think about my argument for veganism?
Afshin,
I think we talked to you before, so I don't know if there is anything left to talk about.
Hello, am I audible? Davega.
Afshin, let's not pretend that we haven't talked to you before.
What?
Yeah. Camfrey, what's up?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm saying I think we've talked to you before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked before.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's anything
that.
left to talk about, frankly, right? So I'm trying to talk to somebody else then. It's just a matter of...
But I have a question from Davega. Davega said that we can keep those animals that enjoy it and we can cure them and keep them. But in my opinion, if we are being a veganism, being a vegan, we should release it and not to keep it. Can you explain it why?
Dave, I think they're talking to you.
Yeah, I think I was very, very clear about what I was saying. There are two ways of having a dog as a companion animal. The first way is, and the correct and vegan way, is to rescue a dog. So you are acting in the dog's interest, and from a pound where it would be destroyed because there's no homes for it, for them. So you could then give them a loving life for the rest of their life, and this is a vegan thing to do. The other way of having a dog is to buy one from somebody who breeds dogs. This is exploitation because it's all about money and using animals to make money. So buying a dog from someone is wrong. I'm not sure what part of that you don't understand, because it seems very clear to me. The first one is being very compassionate and not exploiting the dog. The second one is being monetarily motivated and greedy and is exploiting the dog.
Oh, what a shocker. Somebody strawmanned you, Dave. What a fucking shocker.
You shouldn't keep it in your home. Maybe the dog that you rescued have some children, have some friends out there and want to come back to them. When you keep it, how can he say that, please release me?
But you're just extending this scenario into what if. We weren't talking about you taking a dog from the street that was pregnant. We were talking about you rescuing a dog from a centre where they've probably been already treated so that they will not have puppies, because most places do that now to stop them breeding more puppies. That's what we were talking about. If you want to talk about a completely different subject, then that's fine, but it's got nothing to do with what I was talking about and you were talking about earlier.
Let me see.
Okay, that's okay.
The soy feed really hates the 40-year-old vegan. It never posts him.
All you need is the one rule of thumb. When you have any interaction with any animal, are you acting in the animal's interest or are you acting in your interest?
Sorry, but I think that you are the guy who will say what exploitation is. And you will say this is exploitation and this is not exploitation.
Yeah.
This is moral
Yeah.
and this is immoral. You know.
Yeah, some things
you should be able to
exploitation
do
and
that
others are
too.
not.
Every reasonable human being should be able to do that
Morality
without
is
much
something that
difficulty.
society should accept it, not just you. It is not about you.
Exactly. It's about you, my friend, and your morals.
So whenever
Yeah.
you see a
Usual
dog,
trolls.
an animal that injured, you should rescue it and cure it and then release it. Let it go to the nature. Not
Yeah, Nilf, maybe one day Dave can afford me the same pleasantness.
to keep it. You know, you should let it go.
So okay.
Me and the
I'll
animals.
play your game. I'll play your game just for a little while until I get bored. This is a game. I'm aware of it. But okay, so you find a dog in the street. This dog has a broken leg. It obviously has no home. They obviously have no home. You bring them into your home,
My
and
head.
you love the dog.
My
You
headache.
care for the dog.
I'm getting a
you
headache.
mend the dog's broken leg. You open the door to let the dog go away, and it stands behind you whimpering because they want to stay with you.
Nope, still eat.
You have shown them love. You have shown them compassion. They have no home, so they are content to be with you. What's the problem? Would you push the dog into the street?
For sure, I will do that. You know.
Then you are a cruel person.
You got the
Why
A/B
would you
testing
take
feature
the
on
dog
YouTube.
into your home? Show
Do you mean the title one?
and then throw them out in the cold to starve. Why would
I
you
don't
do
think
that?
I got any of the new features, but I haven't
I should
published
keep
a
my
video
own
in a while.
sanctuary and to keep them. Yeah.
I should start publishing videos.
No, you should show love and
Title
respect
testing.
for all other sentient beings. And
So
that
as I
should,
said,
and,
you should
and
try
that,
to help
let
all
me
those
finish.
injured
You've got to let me finish. You have got to let me finish.
throws
When you
out the
say
multiple
something and you want an
thumbnails.
answer from me, you've got to let me.
That sucks. Although, you know, yeah, I don't know how to do good thumbnails anyways.
Why would you suddenly turn that love and respect off when the dogs?
That shit is so much work, vegan gays. I'm not willing. I literally go live for like 5 to 10 hours a week, sometimes more. I cannot.
Why would you bring the dog into your house?
If somebody
with a
else
broken
wants
leg
to
in the
clip
first
me,
place?
go ahead.
Because you obviously don't care about the dog. You can't care about the dog.
So the discussion is about, generally speaking, animal rights, prevention of animal exploitation. In this case, the conversation that Dave is having is about how to consider animals like dogs in a non-exploitative way. And the person talking to Dave is not very genuine.
Just told
in my experience.
Not keeping them in.
I have just told you. I've just told you, when you give them love, when you fix their leg, when you open the door, the likelihood is they are not going to want to go outside to starve to death. Somebody has shown them love and respect and has mended their leg for them. They're not going to
I never had multiple, I only had 3.
force them outside to starve to death.
I only had the 3.
But anyways, I mean, even if, right, like, so I would not say that kind of argument is like a knockdown to not becoming vegan, right? So if you're still not vegan just because of that issue, right, then I would have a conversation, or like someone else can have a conversation. If that is the only thing that you see problematic, right?
Sorry. Just give me 1 minute. Dear Davega, I don't know your real name. You just said that let me finish, and you finished. When I started, you just muted me and didn't let me to speak. Why?
Kind of fair, not gonna lie.
Why did you do such action?
Yeah, they've drawn on for a really long time there. kind of fair.
But you muted me when I started to talk, and I saw that
So can we
you muted me.
maybe go back? Can we go back maybe to the topic?
No, he just wants to
Yeah,
argue.
you know,
He just wants to argue.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
Yeah, Pierre still have
Let him
nightmares
talk.
about that shit. I mean,
Okay.
not actual nightmares, but once in a while I'm like, holy fuck.
So can we agree? I mean, even if
Yeah,
you
dogs can
disagree
be
with
vegan
the
only.
pet thing, right? Even if you would want to bring
Not
them
vegan,
into the wild,
plant-based.
is that the only thing that would not make you vegan?
Yeah, Afshin
No.
is not great.
Okay, so do you have any other reasons why you're
interlocutor.
not vegan yet?
Yeah,
You know,
you can eat a
we are
obligate
living in a
carnivore,
society, and
a
most of the
plant-based diet.
people around me.
DET, yeah, cats can be on plant-based diets as long as they are well formulated. You don't have to feed them meat in the 21st century. It's still a bit of an expensive food, right? So there are other ways in which you can get meat for your cats. It requires effort, but to be ethical, you should make the effort for your pet animal to not pay for exploitation and slaughter of animals.
Completely use such other
Yeah, I understand.
such other substances, you know.
Yeah. So, okay.
No, literally nobody said that. Why would I say that? I don't have
Society
pets.
forces you. I mean, maybe it is hard or difficult
Sometimes
to be
people listen
vegan
with their butthole.
fully,
For real.
right?
That
And
came
maybe
out of
some
your
products,
butthole. Facts about
it will
countries.
even be harder. But just because, like, let's say maybe you're bad or whatever, right? Even if that
Don't
is
know
not
how
vegan,
you reached that
that
conclusion.
doesn't mean that you all of a sudden should consume animals every day, right? That's not a good reason.
Let me just get some
Why that's not?
coffee again.
Yeah, well, because again, maybe some products.
Veganism is veganism about trying, just trying.
Yeah, it's making your best efforts. Yes, your best efforts.
So
Yeah.
in that case, I'm a veganist. I'm a vegan.
No, you're not. No, because you can, like, when
For
it comes
what?
down to food, you have other options, right?
For food, yeah, I will try to eat some other foods instead of meat, instead of milk, instead of butter, instead of
Yeah.
margarine, you know.
Yeah, butter,
So
not margarine.
I'm trying. All my friends are vegetarian. They
Yeah.
don't eat such a food.
Yeah.
By the
So
way,
do you
how about you? Do you really think that we should try to rescue injured animals and keep them, or should we release them?
No, sorry, I want to come back. So is it the case that you consume animal products right now?
No,
You don't drink milk? You don't eat meat?
no, I don't.
Why? Why
It is
not? So
about
for how long?
because I were in this chat about few days ago, and I'm
Okay.
trying not to eat
Okay.
it.
Yeah, that's good.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's temporary or permanent, but I don't know. Well, but I'm trying.
Hmm. Why do you have doubts about this?
You know, once Davega told me that we shouldn't violate all those animals that have brains, same
Yeah.
as us. And I thought
Yeah.
about it. I thought a little bit about it, and I told myself I should stop eating them. You know, that's it all.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing. Yeah. That's a good thought. Yeah. Because if you don't have to do it, if you have something else to eat, yeah, you shouldn't exploit and kill animals, right?
Oh, I had this exact conversation with Afshin like a week ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't, you know,
It moved nowhere.
if I try to protect
So you should take suffering animals to the street and give them home if you are able to and willing to. Of course, that would be what he's saying, that would be the vegan act over buying a pet, right? He's not saying you should definitely do this to be vegan. No.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to do with compassion, right? You don't have to do this because you're not causing these animals to be starving in the streets. But if you can help them out, right? Generally speaking, vegans have more compassion towards animals.
Sometimes
What's up,
it is
Jason?
hard to find such products. When you are
I really appreciate
life,
this.
you need to work, and you
I really appreciate the new trend when people come in, they say it hi. I really appreciate it. It's really nice.
For your requirement. So you will
I've
choose
seen these
the
Lost
easiest, the one that you can get it faster. And I just want to say, if you try to be a meat eater, it is really easy because you can find it everywhere. It is
Why?
ubiquitous.
Why should I check this out?
Yeah,
If you
I
want
know,
to
yeah.
but if you want
Tell me what the conclusion is and I'll tell you if I'm interested.
meat eaters,
Yeah.
and they don't care about animals.
I absolutely agree with you. That is, I can't say anything because you're
Yeah,
right.
this is not new. Yeah.
But I would like to tell you that it is hard for us sometimes. I absolutely agree. But you have to ask.
So here's the thing, Buster. It's not even we don't know why. It's not even necessarily because of meat versus plant-based diet. It's probably just the horrific poor quality of meat because there is so little meat in non-vegan dog food. It's just like a really tiny amount, but there is other stuff. It's just the stuff scraped off the slaughterhouse floor with cancers, dicks, skin, blood in there. All the rejects that we don't want in our diets go into dog food, or old dairy cows that have collapsed go into dog food. We don't really know what's happening there. We do know that it's usually meat not for human consumption, right? So it must be the worst, the grossest shit.
Yeah. So for instance,
Many variables,
for your job,
correct.
For your job,
I
let's
agree.
say for some
So we
stupid
don't know
reason,
why.
let's say, right? Your job wants to have leather shoes, right? And if you really need that job, I mean, if the only option is to get leather shoes, then I would say, okay, maybe you should buy used ones. Get them secondhand if you don't have, or get fake leather. Now, if fake leather for some stupid reason is so much more expensive, yeah, what should I say? Then yeah, maybe get the secondhand one. You see?
This is the one.
Yeah.
So
that's
I try to be pragmatic. Now I still have some issues with it, right? Because
also, this is owner perception. It's an okay evidence because owner perception is important because those are the carers. The way you can't get actual data from babies, you can get it from their parents, their perception of how a child is doing, right? It's not the best evidence, but it's important evidence.
separate discussion, however, right? But for new vegans, I would say if you can get it secondhand and you need it, and the alternative is very expensive or is not available, then I could say, okay, it might be acceptable.
I don't see.
You see?
I don't see the lifespan outcomes.
Yeah,
it depends.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
it depends.
Yeah,
Maybe it's not this one.
Yeah. So it really depends on the option. Yeah.
Buster, can you give me the DOI, the DOI, for the study?
Some pen that people trying to ride some animals such as horses. How about this? Are we against that too or not?
Yeah. We are in general against riding horses. Yes.
So because this looks like a survey.
Now
I don't
you
see
can
the
obviously move. You can do sports, or
survey
you can
design,
how do you
survey
say
distribution, analysis.
take them for a ride without
Statistical
stepping
analysis.
onto them. Right? You don't have to ride them on their back. Right? They need movement. They need to move. Right? But you don't need to ride them on top of their back.
I appreciate it. Thank you,
Right?
Buster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree with you.
Yeah.
And
also another
I'm totally against that to
Yeah, I
tripping
was
and
definitely in the wrong place.
even not ride them and walking with them.
So
In my
since this doesn't just collect subjective data according to what you said, this would be like better evidence. But yeah, at this point we have multiple types of evidences of evidence in dogs eating on a plant-based diet. So
VPM.
definitely.
I don't know your real name, but do you hear me?
What is that? Vegan versus dog food Guardian
they're
reported
probably absent, I think,
indicators.
or maybe they're there. I don't know.
Can I just
Maybe wait for a bit. Do you have like any questions? Maybe someone else can also answer your question if you have.
to download it?
If they're not there.
Oh no, I don't.
VPM asked me a question. She told me, like, what do you think about my arguments for veganism?
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, my pronouns are they, them. So what do you think about my argument of, let me put it on the screen again, this. What do you think about it?
Well, from my point of view, I think it's a personal choice based on our values. So some say it as a normal to eat animals because we see ourselves as animals. So it's it's a part of a food chain if we see it from this perspective.
Nice. I'm not sure how this is interacting with my actual argument. Have you read the argument?
Yes, I'm just trying to let me finish.
Sure.
So some people have reasons for doing so, like they say like it's a part of human revolution or cultural traditions, as you know. In other hand, I think if we see it from ethical perspective, this veganism give us a choice to decide whether to eat animals or to avoid it. So my question is, what problems creates if there is people eating animals? Is it a question of morality, or we are afraid that animals will disappear, or
So Nas, I'm going to repeat the question. In what way anything that you said interacts with my actual argument? Did you understand my argument? I can simplify it really quickly for you if you want. Because nothing you said interacts with my argument in any kind of way. Are you reading it now for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to give up, frankly. I asked you to read the fucking argument.
Is a virtue. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, but I asked them to read the argument like an hour ago.
Yeah.
And then they come back and they say, well, they asked me to read the argument and then respond to it, and they haven't read the fucking argument. So I don't know how to fix people, and it's incredibly frustrating.
Yeah.
Supplementation is a good thing. Facts about. Who said about supplementation? Buster. What does cruelty-free cosmetics mean? Weren't tested on animals and don't contain animal products. It's true that historically almost everything was tested on animal products. We don't look at the historical stuff the way we use like gasoline, and we don't look at the historical stuff. Are we all waiting for Ness to read my argument, or?
So I'm not convinced yet.
Yeah, what's the problem? Where are you not convinced?
So as I told you, I give you my point of view.
Yeah, but it didn't interact with my argument. My argument is right there on the screen. What do you think about my argument?
I told you it's a personal choice.
Yeah. So my argument makes the claim that for the same reason we don't exploit and slaughter humans, we also shouldn't exploit and slaughter animals. So if it's a matter of personal choice, then humans should also be a subject of personal choice whether to exploit and slaughter them, according to my argument, correct?
Yeah.
You believe that it should be your personal choice whether to exploit or slaughter a human being, so have a slave or murder somebody?
We are different. We are not.
There you go. Okay, we are different, but I'm making the claim that the thing that is morally relevant or to whether you should exploit or slaughter human beings, the animals have the same trait, sentience. Sentience is the ability to be conscious. Consciousness is the thing that makes it not okay to exploit and slaughter human beings. So if you believe in human rights, you should also start believing in animal rights, because those are the traits that make somebody morally relevant, and animals have them as well. So I don't know why it would be a matter of personal choice whether somebody exploits or slaughters a human being. And therefore, I don't understand why it should be a personal choice whether somebody pays for exploitation, torture, and slaughter of animals. Like, imagine having the choice. You can choose to pay for exploitation and torture and slaughter of animals, or you can choose to not pay for exploitation, torture, and slaughter of animals, and choosing to pay for it. Do you think that's a good choice? He's not saying anything, so I just decided to put something in there. The silence is deafening. Can't be silent. Never be silent. There is also very annoying music outside of my house. I really hope you can't hear it. Nas, are you with me? Guess not. Guess not. Everything in the past is history, sure. So the point is, right, when you buy a new product, you should...
Do you copy? Ness, are you there?
You should...
Are you alive?
You should incentivize the products that now, in the present, you can't change the past. What you can do, you can change the future by incentivizing companies in the present to not exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary products, which cosmetics definitely are. At this point, we have enough information to know which cosmetics are going to be beneficial and which are going to be detrimental. So we should avoid the ones that still exploit and slaughter animals for it. Especially since there are alternatives to goddamn everything, including animal testing. Yeah, I think we lost Ness, and I don't know where, at what point. really fucking frustrating. Nobody interacts with my argument for veganism in a way that is intelligent, and it's incredibly frustrating to me. What is the criteria for determining whether a cosmetic product is vegan or not? I literally answered that question like 10 minutes ago. It's not tested on animals, so a little bunny on
So,
the
Silver,
thing.
have you cooled down?
So a little bunny, and the ingredients don't have like stuff like milk or honey or beeswax in them. That would be considered vegan.
An hour ago or so?
I think, I don't know, some moderator kicked me out. I was talking to you before that, and we were having a pretty chill conversation, I guess.
I'm the bad one
Yeah, but-
again.
Yeah.
Oh.
But kicking doesn't mean that. I mean, you can still rejoin, but it's just like for people to. I don't know. Usually, it's
What?
being used to
What were they saying?
prevent furthering, like
I don't
further
remember
heating
what
up
they
the
were saying.
conversation.
What was Silva saying? If somebody
Yeah, I
remembers
can
in the chat.
join back.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Wait, Silva, do you remember what I kicked you out for? Because I forget.
I don't even remember. You were talking about something, then started screaming, and then kicked me out. So I took a break.
Okay, well, good. You can take another break if you want. We can go back in the past and look.
Oh yeah. I think VPM actually also knows why they kicked. Do you actually know why they kicked you?
I don't even remember myself. I don't pay much attention to it.
Oh yeah. I remember. Silva made the claim that they need hot milk every single day for unspecified health issue, and they weren't willing to give us that issue. So I said, okay, so we're just gonna go talk to somebody else. And then they went on a tirade how I'm rude and yelling at them and something. So I just kicked them out.
First of all, it is a medical need, and it is embarrassing for me to share because I don't want to share.
I didn't ask you to share your medical need. I just said you are a waste of our time to talk to.
No, this is a discussion group, right? So how is it a waste of time to discuss your opinion and ideas?
Yeah, when you make the claim that you have a medical issue that requires you to drink the mammalian secretions of another individual, like a bovine individual, and you are not willing to provide what the condition is and what the evidence for, and I'm speaking, and what the evidence is for you requiring that secretion of a mammalian gland, then there is nothing to discuss.
Why are you still angry? I'm just here to discuss. Like,
I'm not angry, I'm just stern. That's how I have a conversation.
You're relying on personal insults again and again. I'm not here
I
for that.
have
I'm
not
just here to
insulted you even once. I can if you want, if that's your kink.
You just said that I have to rely on mammalian glands, and that's how,
That's not
undermines my
an
medical
insult,
problem.
that's just a matter of fact.
Look, that's not a fact, because I literally do require a glass of milk every day, and that's the only thing I
So the fact is that glass of milk contains mammalian secretions from a mammalian gland. That's a matter of fact. Bovines are, hold on. Bovines, I'm trying to fix your mind. Let me. Bovines are mammals, and the milk that they produce for that baby, that's a mammalian secretion from their udders. So what I said was not, so what I, be quiet. So what I said, be quiet. Be quiet. This is why I muted you. So be quiet. So what I said was a matter of fact. It was not an insult.
Look, let me tell you, like a glass of milk helps with my medical problem, which is embarrassing for me to share. Are you saying that I should stop, drinking a glass of milk every day, even though it helps with my medical problem? Is that what you're trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is, if you're not willing to tell us what the medical problem is that requires you, be quiet now. That requires you to drink specifically hot mammalian secretion every single day, then we have nothing to discuss. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just telling you to be quiet and leave us alone.
Okay, then you can go ahead and be here alone. You're very annoying.
Oh, see you.
What?
All the victims, all the VPN victims can get into a group and do like, I don't know, like therapy circles or something. Jesus Christ. Literally just like completely misreading what I was saying. Not even interacting, immediately taking the victimhood approach. I'm a victim of VPN because VPN told me we have nothing to talk about since I'm not willing to disclose what my magical disease is that requires me to drink bovine milk. Hot bovine milk, to be specific. How evil VPN is for telling them to not, that we have nothing else to discuss. Same. I would love to know what the medical condition is that requires you to drink buffalo milk specifically. Possibly cow milk. Absolute fucking plonkery. Absolute plonkery. Jesus Christ, facts. I gave you the criterion like 3 times at this point. 3 fucking times. Facts, can you hear me? Put 1 in the chat, specifically facts, if you can hear me, if you're listening. Pia, can you hear me? Because I gave the criteria like 3 times at this point. Put 1 in the chat, Pia, if you can hear me. Facts and Pia, put 1 in the chat if you can hear me, if you're listening to me. Okay. Now, please tell facts who are obviously not listening that I gave them the criteria 3 times at this point. Thank you. I appreciate all the ones. I just wanted the one specific person to give me, the 2 specific people to give me a 1. But I appreciate everybody else as well. So have you listened to me giving you the criteria for a vegan cosmetic product? Like 3 times I gave you the criteria. Did you hear it? Yes or no? Is that a yes or no? I don't speak emoji.
Anybody here?
Yes.
What's up, Toast?
What up?
So why are you still asking for criteria for a vegan
Is everyone here vegan?
cosmetic product when I gave you the criteria 3 times? Sorry, what's the question, Toast?
I thought, is everybody here vegan?
I think most people, I think Nath is not vegan. They just kind of disappeared when I had a conversation with them. But the rest of us are. You have any questions about veganism, Toast?
No, I'm vegan.
Okay. Well, what did you go vegan for?
Just for the animals.
Okay, awesome. Appreciate it. You also have the vegan role already, so... Here's the thing, Toast. Previously, somebody came in and just like straight up lied for like an hour that they are vegan. And then they were just like, not. So.
Yeah. No, vegan Jesus knows me. I'm a mod in a vegan world.
Vegan world?
Yeah.
So let me try to address this, right? Yeah, I'm gonna just start my own. The ingredients, if the ingredients were not tested on animals for the past 5 years, there is no, I can't give you a check mark there, right? Yeah, it's murky. So if something was, like an ingredient was historically tested on animals, it's not going to appear on the package as it was tested on animals, because now we have all the data about it and no more testing is required. Is it murky? Yes. What I said, though, that we're doing this for to incentivize companies to produce products that were not tested on animals. And some of those companies are indeed like shifting towards testing new ingredients on other stuff. They can use the ingredients that were tested on animals. I can't give you a timeline because the timeline doesn't exist. Whenever a product, like an ingredient was approved for use, right? That's when it became okay to consume at this point, right? But the point is not about being like purist and not having any ingredient that was ever tested on animals. The point is to incentivize companies to not do that shit anymore, right? Veganism is a future endeavor and present endeavor and not a past endeavor, right? We can recognize that something was tested on animals, but now we want to demand products that were not. I repeated myself like 3 times. I'm so sorry. It happens sometimes.
Abdullah.
What's up, Jeep? Hello, Jeep.
Hello. Nice to see you doing it on Monday.
Yeah, I just wasn't at work today. Usually I'm at work on Mondays, but I've decided I'm going to do a little bit more activism this week because I'm a little more off this week. I'm also working on like building like a recording booth, something that I can go in and record the video really fast. Something like that. I'm not going to ban you. Everybody is welcome to stay facts. I'm not going to ban you. I gave you the criterion. What's the issue? I gave you the criterion. The criterion is no animal testing for that specific product, and the reason is to incentivize the companies. So if you have a little bunny, then it's vegan. That's the criterion. Unless the companies are like, I don't know, I guess the bunny...
Just me, or just like recently like the connection just so
Your
bad.
mic's making out.
Yeah, sorry. So is it just me, or like has Discord been quite shitty lately in terms of like the connection? Is it just me?
No, I haven't been experiencing issues. Just like scares of issues. So I get scared when everybody's quiet. I'm like, oh, am I experiencing an issue? But usually
it's just you, Val. You've got your head in the fridge too much.
Yeah, I get like kicked out so often, so might be my connection. I have no idea.
It's your fault, Val. Joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Fuck.
My connection has been shit also, by the way. It's not.
What don't you like about my answer fact? So if there is a bunny and no animal ingredients, then it's vegan because it incentivizes companies to produce products that are not tested on animals and don't include animal torture in them.
Servers don't work for us who are, and this.
And I'm not going to ban you, don't worry. This is a safe space. Unless you're becoming like a
and
really, really annoying troll.
Also in heart.
And then I'll ban you in a second.
Dude, I'm just contemplating, should I get a treadmill for my home? I have no idea.
How do they determine which ones get a leaping bunny? If the ingredients weren't tested for that product. I don't know how else to say
big.
it.
I mean, it's spacious, but yeah, I don't like the feeling of being like, I don't know, having so much stuff around.
Really
so
not sure what the
I
where
wanna hide
the
it, preferably. So either I
circuitry.
will get like a stationary bike, or maybe
Really not sure where the problem is. You know what? Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Not tested on animals. You could have done this yourself instead of torturing me about it. Criteria. So yeah, cruelty-free kitty. No, cruelty-free. I think it's PETA's. What's the criteria? List of companies. Oh, that's the list of companies, not the list of products, because a product can be vegan in a company that isn't. List of official cruelty-free brands. Products labeled not tested on animals typically mean that the company has not conducted animal testing on the product or its ingredients. There you go. However, these claims are not regulated. I thought they were regulated by PETA. Let's see. So it's important to look for certifications like the Leaping Bunny. Yeah, the Leaping Bunny. The Leaping Bunny program. Let's just copy that and go to that. Let's just go to that because they are doing the certification. You want to listen to the stuff? I think they're just talking about like exercise and shit. Yeah, let's not. Since 1996, the Leaping Bunny program. What's the criteria? Number of Leaping Bunny certified. Oh, that's too little. Should be more. Oh, that's companies. Leaping Bunny certified brands. That's a lot. There are Bunny certified products, I think. Or is it just brands? Is it just going on brands? So if a brand is Bunny certified, then they get the Leaping Bunny? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Sorry. Can I get the criteria? Companies, cruelty-free app. Leaping Bunny started that, so that could be. This is a standard by which we certify all US and Canadian-based companies that apply the Leaping Bunny certification published in its entirety, criteria for non-animal tested cosmetics and household products. So the company does not or shall not conduct, commission, or be party of animal testing of any cosmetic and or household products, including without limitation, formulations and ingredients of such products, right? So they can take the ingredients that were tested on animals, and now we have the data that we know that the thing is safe and working and all that stuff. But they themselves cannot have been tested or will be tested on animals. The company does not, so it's a pledge, not just a definition, right? To get the certification, they must pledge. The company does not or shall not purchase any ingredients, formulation, or products from any third-party manufacturer or supplier that conducts, commissioned, or have been a party to animal testing on said ingredients, formulation, or product after the company's fixed cut-off date. If a formulation, ingredient, or product is found not to comply with the standard, the company will replace it with an alternative that complies with. This looks very much more regulated than I thought it would be. You know what? You can read this out. There you go. Facts about countries.
They're noisy in general, but I also am always with my noise cancelling headphones on, so I don't know.
Well, you didn't hear mine the other day, did you?
Okay.
No, but you sometimes you hear the stuff when you're there, but you don't hear it through the Discord, do you?
Yeah, it's not too loud. The one I've got is not too loud. It's not bad.
So wait. So survey palette and distribution, potentially confounding factors.
You need to look for the. I
That's
think it
good.
depends on the power of the motor. If you got a lower power motor, it's going to be quiet.
Survey.
Interesting.
I think a lot of them are around 2.5 kilowatt.
By the way, Buster, I appreciate this because I should add the stuff to my site. I should. I've been lazy, but I definitely should. Where would that be? Common arguments, maybe. Oh no, I put it in nutrition. It's gonna be in health and nutrition, pet nutrition, and dog food. Oh, why does it look like that? Jesus fucking Christ.
And what's the length of your treadmill?
Give me a minute, because I'll need to go and get a tape measure.
Oh.
Bruh. Why is it like that?
Yeah, maybe actually buying maybe a bike would be actually better, like a stationary bike.
They're very annoying. So the problem with stationary bikes is that you're gonna have to put in,
I think I have the
difficulty.
owner perception
So
one.
on a treadmill, you can walk
This
and
one.
not sweat, and you're putting in some effort, while
Yeah,
you're
I have
watching,
that.
while you're working. But on a bike, you can't really work. You can only watch something.
Chip,
and
sorry,
you-
my connection cut out. Can you please repeat? Sorry.
Yeah, sure, no worries. So as I was saying, on a treadmill, you can walk and not sweat and work at the same time.
Sure, yeah.
Whereas on a bike, in order to actually feel something, you'll probably sweat a little bit, and you can't work.
I mean, depends on the watts, doesn't it?
The total
Yeah, so
length is 122 centimeters, and the board is 102.
And is that enough?
Yes, for a light jog. Yeah, I've got a 34-inch leg. I've got a long
Yeah,
stride, and it's just enough.
Vegan versus
Well, it
meat-based
also
dog food.
depends,
I
like,
do
you
have it.
want just like a,
I do
like
have
a,
it.
like a because there are two, like, right?
I
so
do
there are
have
like
it.
treadmills that are
So-
just for walking, and then there are obviously one where you can also run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have all
But I
the
That
stuff.
one does 12 kph, which is enough for a slow jog for me.
So I dogged myself on
Yeah, it's a
for nothing.
Yeah, that's like a decent. It's a good pace. Yeah. 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 But I think these are a bit more expensive. I think because
There
they're
you
also
go.
faster.
No, that one was
There you go.
about 80.
We found out
I think
something
it was
today.
87 pounds, so it'd be under 100 euros anyway.
I mean, to be fair, right? To be fair, this was actually important. So thank you, facts, because we do rely sometimes on those organizations to provide a service for us, right? I need to look into Fairtrade, just how rigorous their checks are, because I'm paying all this money for coffee, Fairtrade coffee, and Fairtrade chocolate. And it could be meaningless. It could be just a money grab, the way organic is, just like a money grab. But I haven't looked into it, so I probably should. If anybody has like information on Fairtrade, if anybody looked into it, let me know. Could save me the brain cells.
When I'm jogging, yeah, but when I'm walking, it's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It sounds insane to me that, like, I wish like all floors just had the built-in treadmill, and you just press a button and it comes out, and you just.
That's a good idea.
It'd be great, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want one in front of my computer.
Lately, my
I
streams
want
haven't
one in
been
front of everything. Like, how nice would it be to just have it
Popping.
like, oh, I'm cooking.
the way they usually are. Kind of weird. Maybe take a walk outside. What? Yeah, cruelty-free doesn't necessarily mean animal-free. That's true. So you have to check both. You have to check the ingredients and the bunny, which is weird. It's kind of weird. We should talk to the bunny people about this shit. Why is it only about testing on animals and not about the animal products in as well?
Weird. The belts on the airports, you know, you got the.
I don't know why you are telling me to take a walk outside. Not sure.
Moving walkway.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. I'll say it. Yeah, that would be really cool.
Come on, man.
I think if the floor did that in the kitchen, though, the kitchen would get quite messy quite quickly.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Oh, are you having a conversation with too vegan to
The
handle?
whole house, really. Imagine spilling something in the kitchen and getting it through the
That's
whole
fine.
house, just taking it all around.
Yeah, that's also why I try not to be on the desktop version of Discord. Like, I always am mobile, so I keep moving, doing chores and stuff.
Could be not inherent though. Could be just a matter of the quality of the
Get
meat.
a treadmill, man.
Because
It's
so
nice.
little of
I
it
think
in
a
there as
treadmill
well.
is the most. If you want to move while doing stuff, a treadmill. Is
absolutely.
I mean, it's still like choosing the vegan option would be, more morally correct. So
low intensity cardio.
Yeah.
It's not even cardio. I forgot what it's called, but it's like
Ah.
low intensity,
Liss.
low impact.
guys,
Yeah, Liz, yeah.
I think I'm gonna call it off. The stream hasn't popped, but I'm probably gonna come back tomorrow. For this exact thing. I'm gonna go do other shit since I'm having a little bit of a time off. I'm gonna go build that booth, that video making booth. Hoping to finish it today. Hopefully see you tomorrow. We will. We'll never forgive you for that misspelling, vegan guys. Joking. All right. See you guys next time.